Hello. Welcome to Nasty Bits Presents Brackets. My name is DeAndre Robinson, and let your soul glow. And these are my friends. Say hello, friends.
Hello, friends. Every time, you know it.
Yeah, this is your boy CJ. Thanking y'all for joining us, and thankful that I am not the one having technical difficulties this week.
Shade.
Poor Dwayne. He's got so many problems, and now we're giving him shit about his internet connection. I love you, Dwayne. I'm Amanda from the SIP list. Hi, friends. Thanks for having me back.
So we are talking about Dwayne, but he will be on soon. He's just taking some technical difficulties, but he'll be on soon. Also, Jeremy from the Breakin Bastards podcast. Man, we got our lives mixed up, so he'll be on soon as well. He got to take care of his own podcast. But we are doing the top 104 80s movie tournament. We asked people, and this was the biggest tournament there is. This is the biggest tournament there is. People came out in bunches, especially on Twitter. We got some matchups that hit thousands.
Crazy.
Yeah, on Twitter. Now, when we get to the black movies, we got some playing to Twitter because that shit went down. But for 80s movies, that shit went to the thousands. Some went to the thousands, a couple hundreds. So I want to thank everybody for coming out, voting. If you're watching live, thank you. If you're going to listen to this anywhere else, thank you as well. Okay? All right? So.
Hey.
Without further ado, let's just start. So we actually have our top 5 80s movies. Okay. We have 5 honorable mentions as well. Oh, at least I do. 5 honorable mentions as well. And we're going to say what they are.
Wait, we're doing that now and not the end?
We're doing it now. Yeah, we're definitely doing it now. So to make sure that nobody cheats, like, I had this one first. No,
right?
No. Oh, shit. I don't need the cheeks. I don't give a fuck what y'all think.
My point is that. So we do it.
You know what I'm saying? If we do it last, though, everybody will be here, including Dwayne and Jeremy.
Fuck them. They should have been here. Listen.
Yeah. I'm with Gary on this one.
Okay. So my 5 honorable mentions. I'm gonna go first. My honorable mentions. My 5 honorable mentions is Spaceballs, 1987. Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol. I think the 4th one is the best Police Academy to me. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which I actually did put it on this tournament because it's better than regular vacation to me.
Agreed.
Here's something that CJ's gonna love. Breakin 2, Electric Boogaloo. Breakin 2. Okay, and it was so hard to put this on my honorable mention because it should probably be in the top 5, but Trading Places in the honorable mention. Trading Places definitely honorable mention. All right, Amanda, give me honorable mentions.
Okay, Trading Places. I agree with you. Tough, but it's an honorable mention. Dead Poet Society. Lean on Me. Mystic Pizza. And Spaceballs. So we had 2.
Yes, Spaceballs. CJ.
All right, my 6 is Ghostbusters. And then I got Die Hard.
I mention?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are honorable mentions. Die Hard. And then, for the final 3, I had to put these 3 together because when I watch them as a weird, fucked up trilogy. I always watch these 3 together. And I always start with Princess Bride, then Labyrinth, and then Willow. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see if the one. Now,
fucking daddy.
let's see if Dwayne's good enough to say his honorable mentions. Dwayne,
Can you guys actually hear me this time?
we couldn't hear you. You couldn't hear us.
Yes, we can hear
Man,
you.
it just, everything would just. I got technical issues for nothing today. Just I cannot catch a break for some reason.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
all
we're
right.
glad
I
you
didn't
can
even
make
catch
it.
the first part of the show because I was sitting here restarting my computer. What are we talking about?
I need your honorable mentions
For what?
for the 80s movies.
I didn't even do honorable mentions. I put them in our chat, and
And that's
I'm not prepared.
That's 100% fine. Let's go off our top 5. Now, we don't know each other's top 5, but I'm interested to see if we have any of the same movies. So, CJ, I want you number 5.
My number 5 is Back to the Future.
Dwayne, number 5.
I'm still lost. What?
Your top 5 80s.
Top 5 80s movies.
My personal top 5 80s movies.
Just number 5. Just number 5.
Number 5, I would probably have to say. Goodness, there's so many to choose from.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I did mine yesterday.
Man,
Yeah, just like everybody else did.
shit pass. I don't even know.
All right.
I'm glad you made it, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Now I can kick you.
We're
in
gonna
that.
allow Dwayne to sit out for our top 5.
I am having a
because he had a
fucking
hard day.
day today.
Hard day. All right.
Yeah.
Going well.
Amanda, top 5. I mean, number 5.
Number 5, Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
All right. Amanda, number 4.
Can't Buy Me Love. Hence my screen name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. CJ.
Apparently you can. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My number 4 is Gremlins.
Nice.
My number 4, Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, definitely was in your top 5.
Yeah, it's great. One of the best fucking musicals of all time. All right. CJ, number 3.
Number 3 is Beetlejuice.
One.
Amanda, number 3.
Ghostbusters.
Ew, Philly Dreams.
Seymour?
My number 3 is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah, damn it! How did I have that on the list?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? But then she played patty cake. She played patty cake. That's the best part of the
Oh my
movie.
god!
He sees the pictures. He's like,
She played patty cake. All right. Amanda, number 2.
Clue.
Oh my god!
Ooh!
How did I forget?
Wow!
One of the best
my
movies
God.
I've been
ever.
moving forever.
I'm
Yeah.
sad it didn't make the list. Or the
Oh
bracket.
my God.
I mean.
Goodness, it should have made the list.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It should have. That movie should have made the list. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm so sorry because Clue should be my top. At least I'm
That
mentioning-
movie's fucking hilarious.
I love it.
My number 2 is Harlem Nights.
Nice.
Yeah, ours is reversed.
Oh yeah. See, this I knew that CJ had the same. At least 2.
Yeah, it was-
CJ,
Yeah.
Harlem Nights.
My number 1, my number 2 is Coming to America.
So he's right. My number 1 is Coming to America.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my number 1 is Harlem Nights.
Very
And-
nice.
Yeah.
And Amanda.
The Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Maxwell. All right.
I can't help myself. It's one of my. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So-
Karate Kid 3 is the best one. He gets his ass kicked the entire movie. Love it.
Sir,
Yeah,
excuse me.
We'll get to that
Fuck
later.
Ralph Macchio. Fuck Ralph Macchio.
We'll get to that later. So now we're gonna get to the tournament. Now again, this might be a little longer. So this might be a little long. So we're going to try to shorten it up. So I'm going to say the matchup and what won, and then if we have anything to say about it, we can say about it. But we're not going to keep going. Everybody can say anything because we was here 4 hours last time. I'm not trying to be here 4 hours last time this time. So
I didn't even make it.
yeah. So I'm going to say the matchup,
Damn it.
and then
Sorry, I'm messing with my lighting. Ignore me.
you're fine. I'm gonna say the matchup, and then if we have anything to say about it, we will say something about it. Okay. So,
Yay.
so starting off, first playing game. This is round one, first playing game. We got Top Gun. We got Top Gun versus Harlem Nights. Top Gun wins by 70% of the votes. I'll go first. Fuck Top Gun. No way, fucking hell. No way, hell that Top Gun should have won. Harlem Nights is a better movie, but Harlem Nights is a better movie than me. So I am a little bit upset with that. Anybody's got anything about that?
Top Gun's
yeah,
a
I do.
blockbuster. I mean, it's hard to argue with the planes and the military and the let's go America and back when it was not that terrible. I mean, Jeremy, fuck you. You can comment, but you can't be on the show.
No, right? Yeah. Hey,
Those movies are great. That was a bad matchup.
Yeah, no, I always love Top Gun, but this is some bullshit. Harlem Nights should have smashed this movie. Like, no.
I think a lot of people haven't seen Harlem Nights, to be honest. I feel like
that's their problem. Yo,
it's like a
motherfucker.
sleeper.
No, it's hard because they both have a cult following. You know, I mean, they're both good films. I mean, I love to make fun of Top Gun, but they're both good movies.
Yeah.
All right. So, next playing game. You got Dirty Dancing, 1987 versus Caddyshack, 1980. And Caddyshack won by 62% of the votes.
That's because a bunch of men be out here voting.
I agree. Listen, I mean, I agree with this. I mean, either one could kick rocks, but I thought Caddyshack was a better movie.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Nobody puts Baby in a corner.
Exactly. They're just two different movies.
No.
You can't compare them.
Yeah, one's good, one's not.
Yeah. All right. So, get into the tournament. Got number 1, Back to the Future, 1985, versus number 100, The Lost Boys, 1987. Back to the Future won by 71% of the votes.
Call on me.
Go ahead.
Lost Boys number 100. Are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't make this.
I understand that you didn't, but Lost Boys should have been like in the top at least 50, if not 30. So fuck this matchup.
I'd
Back to
put
the Future
top
wins,
25.
but
So this list is brought to you by.
not
This is
DeAndre.
not my fault. Yeah,
No. Last time it was Rotten Tomatoes. This time it's definitely Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes gave me this list, and then I sprinkled some other stuff in there because some shit shouldn't have been in here. I took some documentaries off because documentaries shouldn't be in here as well. But I sprinkled some other shit in here as well. So, but this is a majority Rotten Tomatoes list. So blame Rotten Tomatoes.
Blame them. Yeah.
Because
You threw less than 0 in there for me, so I appreciate it.
There you go. All right. Here's one that I'm pissed off about. You damn right. Number 2, E.T. 1982 versus number 99, Coming to America 1988.
99?
Yeah,
That's
first
ridiculous.
91. Yeah, 99. And
89?
Sorry, 88. Sorry, 88. Sorry. No. It's ranked 99.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's ranked 99, but it came out in 1988. E.T. beat it by 50.5% of the votes.
That was ridiculous.
That's completely nostalgia based because E.T. is not a good movie. Neither is Flight of the Navigator. They are both horrible movies, and people just remember them with rose-colored glasses because E.T. sucks.
E.T.
Does not.
It does so. E.T.
Have you tried to
and
watch it as an
RoboCop,
adult?
That
Yeah.
movie
I have
sucks
watched
too.
it several times as an adult.
Then you got problems because that movie is boring as fuck. I was pissed off trying to watch
America's
that.
a better movie, but I'm
Yeah,
just
Come to
saying.
America is definitely a better movie. Which pissed me off.
I was mad that I tried to watch E.T. as though I wish I hadn't. You know, that just fucked me up.
E.T. phone home. Now get a fucking phone, bitch. Anyway,
I'll be right here.
it shouldn't have come to America at all.
E.T.
No matter
can
what.
stay home.
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
for real.
all right. So we got number three, Ghostbusters, 1984, versus number 98, Wall Street, 1987. Ghostbusters wins by 88% of the votes.
Yeah, it did.
Kicking the ass.
Ghostbusters should have won. It should have won, but it should have won by. Wall Street's a good movie. Listen, Wall Street's definitely a good movie.
It's a good movie, but I mean, the better movie is Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
the better movie is definitely Ghostbusters. It is.
All right. Ghostbusters better.
Number 4, Star Wars Episode 5: The Empire Strikes Back, 1980, versus number 97, Revenge of the Nerds, 1984. Star Wars Episode 5 won by 64% of the votes. And it was actually closer. It was actually closer on Facebook because it only won by 53% of the votes on Facebook. All right.
Again, just not comparable.
I was hoping that Revenge of the Nerds win. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fuck
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Fuck Star Wars.
Hey. I love both these movies. So shut up. Yeah, I'll watch either one of them all day. I don't care. Yeah. Revenge of the Nerds has tits in it though.
All right. Yeah. Number 5, 16 Candles, 1984.
Boo.
Versus number 96, Spaceballs, 1987. Spaceballs wins in the first episode by 67% of the votes.
I believe that.
Yay!
Spaceballs is a better movie.
16 Candles is amazing though.
Spaceballs is more entertaining.
So here's the thing about 16 Candles. I watched it, and I watched it for the first time, very, very long time for this tournament. It's not PG-13 or PG or PG-13, where that shit was rated. Yeah. I know for a fact that it changed. Yeah, I know it changed, but they're using cuss words. We saw titties, it was everything in that movie.
Yeah, those ratings have evolved a lot since.
As long as there's only one fuck, it could be PG-13.
Oh, it was more than one fuck.
Was there? I just remember. I can't believe this. They fucking forgot my birthday.
But Spaceballs did win, as it should. All right, so. Number 6, The Shining, versus number 95, A Land Before Time, 1988. This was close. On Twitter, The Shining won by 65% of the votes. On Facebook, Land Before Time won by 59% of the votes, which means that The Shining won by 53% of the votes.
Wow.
Ooh, that's close.
I said this on Facebook in the moment when we found out, and when we were making our comments and stuff on that The Shining, I challenge anyone to go back and watch it again now, because there are very few redeeming qualities in that movie. What? Stephen King didn't even like the way that they made the movie of his own book.
Because it was just a terrible adaptation.
It is.
Yeah.
The Shining, I mean, it really, like, this is another one of those times where you're like, well, Jurassic Park's great. Well, have you read the books? And
Kubrick did his
everybody
own
pulls that out. And The Shining's terrible. It really is. The story's great. The book is amazing. Jack Nicholson, he was the only thing good about that movie.
You have to treat them as separate works of art. That's what I have to do, because The Shining.
Should, but you don't have to.
You should. The Shining is one of my favorite books of all time. And so, yes, the movie is disappointing if you compare it, like extremely. But if you watch the movie on its own and don't think about the book, it's good.
But when was the last time you watched the movie, though?
Like 2 months ago.
Really? Because I saw it. I saw it was on TV or some deal, and it was probably a couple of years ago now.
You have to watch it non-edited.
I was like, wow, this movie sucks. There are no good actors in this movie. And it was also still very early in his career, Jack, right? And he was still good. He was still doing the thing that he does, and he does it very well. But there were no other good actors. Who else had a good career after The Shining?
Yeah. Shelley Duvall got railroaded in that movie. I would encourage you to watch some of the documentaries about it, because Steven Kubrick was apparently not an easy man to work with. Understandably, most geniuses aren't, but yeah, the book is way better. But
okay, ready for another upset?
Yes. I did finally remember some honorable mentions though that aren't on the list.
Anyway,
you had your chance, Biff.
Number 7, Number 7, Raging Bull, 1980, versus number 94, St. Elmo's Fire, 1985. Raging Bull won by 72% on Twitter. St. Elmo's Fire won by 74% on Facebook.
Wow.
Which means that St. Elmo's Fire beats Raging Bull by 51% of the votes. Now, hear me out.
It's a better movie.
Hear me out. To all my Raging Bull fans out there, that if you listen or see this, Raging Bull was a horrible movie. I said it. Raging Bull was a horrible fucking movie. That movie was really about some Italian man beating the shit out of his wife, and that's basically what it was. I watched it for the first time in my life.
Get out of here.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I watched it for the first time in my life a couple weeks ago for this tournament. And St. Elmo's Fire. No, don't get me wrong. St. Elmo's Fire is not a good movie either. That shit was boring as fuck. However, though, but Raging Bull was hard. Like you cannot make that movie again today.
There are a lot on this list that you couldn't make again today.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But they made a whole movie about somebody beating his wife. Nah.
Yeah, basically the whole movie was him. He's a boxer and he want to fight everybody, and it's actually a true story. I understand that. So he was a horrible person, but but the whole movie is about him basically beating his wife and his brother.
But it was so acceptable during that time. Like it's just bullshit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I love St. Elmo's Fire.
Number 8, Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. Versus number 93, Labyrinth. I always say the name wrong. 1986. Raiders of the Lost Ark won by 68% of the votes. However, though, Labyrinth won on Facebook by 55% of the votes. It's just that Twitter destroyed it by 82%. All right.
Yeah, they're both good movies. So
okay.
Yeah.
I agree with that win, even though they're both great.
Here's where me and Dwayne will argue. Okay? You got and both of these movies came out in 1989, so we'll say that right now. So you got number 9, Do the Right Thing, versus number 92, Dead Poet Society.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Dead Poet Society won by 54% of the votes. It was close. Do the Right Thing was a better movie. Do the Right Thing was a better movie. No, wrong. I'm not saying that. Dead Poet Society was a bad movie. Actually, I watched it at least 2 times before after this came out. It was actually a good movie. I would think that how important Do the Right Thing was. Do the Right Thing is a better movie to me, personally.
I think if you look at cultural importance, yes, Do the Right Thing is the better movie. I think it's about if you're not looking at that, it's just about personal preference because they're similar in dramatic quality, but they're different like messages. And I don't know. I grew up watching Dead Poet Society. It's one of my favorite movies, and I love Do the Right Thing, but it's not something I'll watch over and over. So I don't know.
I love. Listen, Dead Poet Society is a good movie. I love Dead Poet, but I love Do the Right Thing a little bit more. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm not saying that it beat it. It's not like it lost to something that's coming up next. But but yeah,
that's a tough matchup.
Sometimes I really hate the way that the seedings end up, and we're pulling this list and not really modifying it much. The ones like documentaries and stuff that come off, you got to fill those back in with other films.
Yeah,
but these 2 movies shouldn't have gone up against each other in a play-in round. It sucks that they did because that's how just how the seeding worked. And you're like, I love both these movies, and I was actually kind of surprised that Do the Right Thing went down as early as it did in the next tournament that we're still doing right now. And I was like, dude, what?
Yeah, that was crazy to me too, honestly.
But it lost to a good movie. It lost to a good movie, so it is what it is. But however, we'll talk about that. The next tournament, that first round, I'm going to go off. But that's
some of those matchups were so stupid and impossible. I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" I know it's not your fault.
Some of these, matchups are really easy, just no-brainer picks, and then some of them you're like, how are you putting 2 powerhouse movies against each other in the first round?
Right.
Out.
Like they're 1 in 99 when really they should be like 1 in 10 or 1 in
or like
15.
8 and 17 or
yeah,
something. You know, you're
come
like you're
on.
these are way closer in scale than they should be.
All right.
And that's true on this one for sure.
Well, the next one is definitely not to me personally. So number 10, The Princess Bride, 1987, versus number 91, Commando, 1985. Princess Bride won by 78% of the votes. It should have been more. I watched Commando.
Oh, I was like, why do you have a problem with that?
I thought you were just about to try to just pick a fight, and I was about to just turn the computer off and go, well, good night, guys. Like, you know.
Commando was good for the 80s. Kinda.
I am so glad I wasn't alive for watch Commando or to watch Commando, because that shit was horrible. That shit was bad.
There's a whole subculture of like really terrible action movies from the 80s, and this is definitely one of them. I mean, most everything that Schwarzenegger did in the 80s was just horrible. You know, muscles and makeup, and Stallone same way. I mean, over the top, you know, arm wrestling for the love of your son and a big rig. I just Cobra, you know.
No, this is one of the movies they were trying to get the kinks out.
Yeah.
I mean, The Princess Bride is timeless. Like, I feel like even though if you didn't grow up, because it's such a long ago time, it's still the themes hold true today, like true love and adventure and pirates, and you know, it just.
This isn't a kissing book, is it?
Right. And fuck you, Jeremy. I wish he was here so I could tell him how mad I am at him for saying it was boring.
I would hate to kill you. Well, I would hate to die.
Oh, he said it was boring.
You're boring.
He's also muted. You're boring and you're muted.
You're muted, Jeremy.
Yeah. And nothing is as you wish tonight, so just be quiet.
You are definitely still muted, Jeremy. We cannot hear you.
But yeah, the Princess Bride is just timeless. That's all there is to it.
So while Jeremy,
and he's muting himself again.
You're on mute again.
And now your mute button.
Better.
There you go.
My dog must have knocked out the wire from my mic by half an inch or something. So, fuck.
All right.
I'm not boring. I just like exciting things.
But like sword fights and movies with professional wrestlers and action, a good love story, and good writing.
People get poisoned and brought back to life.
Princess
and then
Bride
a king
literally
gets taken
has
down, like
everything you need in a movie.
Yes.
Something to fall asleep to, yeah. But
okay, next movie. Next movies. All right, number 11, The Thing, 1982, versus number 90, Field of Dreams, 1989.
If you build it, they will come.
And fall asleep while watching.
Yeah, both movies suck. But sorry,
on your knife.
Field of Dreams won by 68% of the votes. 68% of the votes.
Or you can fall on mine if you needed to borrow.
No, I'd rather just stay here and say how bad both movies were. Both movies are hot garbage. Like, it is what it is. The best version of Field of Dreams is on How High. Who gonna build this bitch?
where is Bull Durham in this bracket?
Right? Or Major League?
Or Short Circuit?
Yeah.
Or Short Circuit. Thank you. That almost made my honorable mention.
Short Circuit's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I'm forgetting about Short Circuit.
All right. Number 12, Die Hard, 1988, versus number 89, Naked Gun, 1988.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Die Hard won by 80% of the votes.
That's the coast. Have a few laughs. Yeah, Die Hard should have won that.
Yeah, definitely should. Number 13, The Terminator, 1984, versus number 88, The Karate Kid, 1984. The Terminator wins by 60% of the votes.
Hasta la vista, Karate Kid.
Fucking blasphemy.
Yeah.
Anybody that says the Terminator, no.
Terminator's classic.
It is not better than the Karate Kid.
I
will die on this fucking hill. The first Terminator sucks. It is boring. It is stupid. Like Terminator 2, I'm here for it. It's great. But
is the first one where he lowers himself into the molten metal? And
no, that's the second one.
That's T2. But I mean, it's a little better than an old man teaching a kid to whack on and whack off.
Fuck off.
So,
Yeah.
so hot take. I 100% agree with Amanda. I'm 100% agree with Amanda. The Karate Kid's a better movie. Overall, better movie. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger that literally only said 3-4 words the whole fucking movie, and that was it. And you got guns and explosions, and that was it. You actually really have dialogue in the Karate Kid, and you got some action in the Karate Kid as well. Though the Karate Kid is the best overall movie? No. Overall movie in this bracket? No. But it definitely should have beat fucking Terminator.
Yeah, it's heartfelt and relatable.
I personally love Ralph Macchio playing the role of Daniel, a boy who moves to a new town and then exploits a little-known rule in karate, using an illegal strike to win a tournament and then tormenting an entire town for about an hour and a half.
Okay, that's a stupid hot take that some people have, and well, I
agree with that.
I love me some Johnny Lawrence, but you know, for all intents and purposes, Daniel's the Karate Kid until you get to Cobra Kai, and then
I want to have a beer at Applebee's with Johnny because
me
buy
too.
that man a drink.
I want to take Johnny to my bedroom and do bad things to him, but that
here we
that
go.
doesn't talk. That has nothing to do with the Karate Kid being a good movie.
Oh, you want to sweep the leg, huh?
Yeah.
I got a leg you can
He can sweep my legs all day long.
All right, so
strike first, strike hard. Yes, please.
Next
next with the Karate Kid.
Next movies. Here is the upset. Number 14, Blade Runner, 1982, versus number 87, Police Academy, 1984. Blade Runner did win on Twitter.
No, it did not.
On Twitter. On Twitter by 59% of the votes.
By not enough.
On Facebook, Police Academy won by 80% of the votes.
Yeah.
That Police Academy won by 60% of the votes.
As it should have. As it should have.
That's why I only use my Twitter account occasionally.
Because Police Academy should have won.
Yeah, Blade Runner is boring.
However, though, I still go back my original statement that Police Academy 4 is the best one out of all of them. So
agreed.
I don't really have an opinion on which one's the best.
Police Academy
I'd have to
doesn't
go back
age
and watch them
well
all over again.
now. So we just reviewed Police Academy on an evening at the movies, and it's such a fantastic movie, but there are a lot of parts of it that don't age well or couldn't have been made today. So you have to look at it through a different lens for sure, but it's just freaking hilarious.
I mean,
Yeah,
again,
we were in
that's
Vegas.
a lot
We did a
of
marathon of all of them.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
CG and I watched all of Police Academy when we was in Vegas.
Yeah, 4 is definitely the best.
4 is funny
And
as
then
hell.
it goes way downhill after that.
Okay, I'll have to watch it again. I haven't seen it in a while.
So next, and this is for I put this movie in for Amanda because she asked to. So number 15, Raising Arizona, versus number 86, Less Than Zero, and they both came out in 1987.
Raising Arizona sucks. I know you agree with me, Dre.
Oh, I 100% agree with you. However, the Raising Arizona won by 73% of the votes.
I swear to God, it's a nostalgia. It's a nostalgia thing. It's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, a lot of these are.
Yeah,
I
Raising
think
Arizona.
a lot of people haven't seen Less Than Zero. Also,
Yeah, I never heard of it till you brought it up.
I never heard of it either, but
you could have had Less Than Negative Zero. It's still fucking Raising Arizona. Raising Arizona is a horrible fucking movie. The concept's horrible. You are a cop that married an inmate, a 3-time felon inmate that stole a baby. That stole a fucking baby. That's just so bad.
and it's supposed to be funny.
Oh my God, that's just so bad. But Raising Arizona won, okay?
Bummer.
Next, number 16, Evil Dead 2, 1987, versus number 85, Tootsie, 1982.
Evil Dead 2 all day. Come on. It's Ash. It's fucking Ash.
Tootsie is terrible.
On Facebook, it was a 50-50 split.
Oh, wow.
I voted for Tootsie.
I should have voted more.
On Twitter, Tootsie won by 65% of the votes, which means that Tootsie won by 57% of the votes.
Ash.
It's Dustin Hoffman and drag. People vote for that shit.
Oh, Dustin Hoffman can get the fucking Ash's chainsaw blade to his head for that shit. Come on.
I mean, Dustin Hoffman's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
He is.
Everything he touches is good, but this movie just wasn't for me.
No.
No.
So hot take. Fuck all the Evil Dead movies. I said it. I said it again.
All
Fuck
of them.
all of them eat a dirty dick because
Okay.
they're all horrible.
Oh, no.
There's
No.
only two.
All
You
of
said
them.
a dirty dick. You went there.
Then you have
Yeah.
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness
Army
is
of
fucking
Darkness is
incredible. Army of Darkness is
Yeah.
incredible.
See,
Skeletons playing their own bones. That's hilarious.
What's wrong with Evil Dead? It's the 80s.
Really, they're all the
Gray.
same
It's
movie,
the 80s.
honestly. They're just
Yeah.
all an extension of themselves. Then you got Bubba Hotep, and you get there's nothing
I've
but
seen
good
that one.
things.
Next movie. Because go snap.
I watch all four of them on Halloween every year.
Number 17, Airplane, 1980, versus number 84, The Return of the Living Dead, 1985. Airplane won by 86% of the votes.
Hell yeah,
That's
dude.
It put up a 90 spot on Facebook.
All those Living Dead movies were freaking pretty much all horrible. So yeah.
All right.
Here's the same movie over
Surely
and
you
over.
can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Next, number 18, Predator, 1987, versus number 83, When Harry Met Sally, 1989.
Predator.
Now on Twitter, it was a dead 50-50 split.
Wow.
Ooh.
However, on Facebook, Predator won by 61% of the votes, which means that Predator won by 55% of the total votes.
As
Now
it
what?
should have. As it should have.
And I want to say this right now: no, it shouldn't.
Oh.
No,
really?
No.
fuck it should not. No, the hell, listen.
When Harry met,
Predator was probably the best Schwarzenegger movie he ever did in the 80s. I want to say that right now. However, Harry Met Sally, I forgot the main guy name.
Billy Crystal.
Have
But
one.
Billy Crystal.
Crystal.
Billy Crystal was fucking amazing in that movie. Like he was, and again, it's my first time watching this year, and he was a fucking amazing in that movie. He took over that whole movie, and the dissect scene was hilarious. The whole movie is fucking hilarious. It's dialogue hilarious. You got to listen to what he says. It's just great.
as my boy,
It
as my
has one of the best quotes of all time that I still say to this day, and that I feel like everybody who's in love with somebody and wants to get married to them should say it. When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. That is fucking brilliant and beautiful.
oh, that's what
And
he said to
then
me last
Dirk
night.
Bentley stole that line for a country song.
What?
Dirk Bentley stole that line for a country song.
Probably, but still, it still hits. Still smacks.
No. When
Yeah.
Harry met,
It
as my,
slaps.
It slaps.
as my boy Chancey says, When Harry Met Sally and You've Got Mail are the same movie, just with updated technology.
Agreed.
I got watch. You got Mel.
I don't
But
care.
You Got Mail is 10 times better than freaking When Harry Met Sally.
I got
But
watch.
You Got Mail is Sleepless in Seattle updated, not When Harry Met Sally. But either way.
You sure
Oh
about
yeah,
that?
you're right. Sleeps in Seattle.
All right. Well,
See?
and you
Meg
got
Ryan
Mel,
got too many movies.
You got
Yeah,
Mel
Meg Ryan
and
and Tom Hanks.
you got Mel and Stephen Seattle is in the 90s,
The 90s
bracket.
list.
So we'll talk about those soon. All
I
right.
can't wait.
Me either.
Next.
That's my decade.
I mean, did anybody actually get your name yet? Because my
No!
Okay, so
She said it. She already said it.
I had to
Did
tell
you?
them when you weren't
oh,
here.
say from Can't Buy Me Love, but the actual actor's name is Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she passed away. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Can't Buy Me Love was my number 3, I think, on my top 5. So
All right. Number 19, Stand By Me, 1986, versus number 82, Time Bandits,
Stand by me all fucking day. Come on.
1981.
Next.
and 10 times on Saturday.
Stand By Me won by 86% of the votes. It put up a 96 spot on Facebook.
Nice.
sure.
One person
Ooh.
voted for not Stand By Me.
Right?
Yeah.
A larger
I don't even
volume
know
of
what that other
voters.
movie is.
Do we
Yeah,
get
me neither.
a bigger volume on Twitter or a bigger volume on Facebook?
We get bigger volume on Twitter for
Really?
this bracket. We get bigger volume.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said on Twitter for this bracket, some of these had over 1,000 votes.
Why don't
Wow,
you do
okay.
why don't you do polls on Facebook too? That way we can share them.
I can't do
What?
it on my personal. I got to make a whole group, and if I make a whole group, now everybody will go to that. Group.
Everybody has to join the group and follow it
Yeah.
and all that stuff to see. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So,
Well, for the
let's
black
finish.
movies, my I have not been able to vote on Facebook because I got Facebook banned because I tried to support
Sure.
Dwayne on his wife's post.
Oh, did you
Dwayne
really
got
catch a
snitches.
ban for that?
I got Facebook
Yes,
jailed
she's
for
in jail.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Free Amanda.
Oh, she's in she's bending over in the showers right now in jail. You know.
I mean, it's not.
She married her Facebook shank.
I'm not sure if it's me or CJ, but one of us has the title for like most Facebook jails in
I've been there once.
Oh
That's
shit!
3 more
I
hours,
couldn't
Dwayne.
use one of my accounts on Facebook for about 6 months.
Oh, I used to be there for months with dual accounts like that shit, like goddamn nude groups.
Dual. Yeah. I think I've been in Facebook jail like 4 times.
All right.
A couple of them were same thing. Fucking trying to fucking support Dwayne, and then fucking like yeah. The
I said
comment
I'll
gets
cut a
flagged
bitch, and then I got put in
immediately.
Facebook jail.
No. You put a comment on there, and immediately it's done for. But yeah, Dwayne got snitches.
Like
CJ, I thought you
text
were gonna say nude groups. I thought you were gonna say nude groups when you said same.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure the new groups you're on private, and then you just get the news on Messenger. So you got.
It's a good thing Messenger isn't moderated by Facebook. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
We'd
trust
be
me.
in so much trouble.
Trust me, we switched to messenger
for real.
groups after a while.
All right.
Dude, some messenger groups that I'm in are just horrible. It's like,
think I invited you to
like,
one
this
of
stuff legal.
All right. Next 2 movies. Number 20, Say Anything, 1989, versus number 81, Little Shop of Horrors, 1986.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Now on Twitter, 52% of the votes went to Say Anything. However, on Facebook, 70% of the votes went to Little Shop of Horrors, which means Little Shop of Horror won by 59% of the votes, and it should have, because fuck that boombox. Little Shop of Horrors.
Be
I do like Say Anything better.
That's the
Gave her
only
my
thing
heart, she gave me a pen.
That's the only iconic thing about that movie. It's a boombox and doing this shit.
I still feel like Better Off Dead is a
Better
better
Off
movie
Dead is better,
than Say
yeah.
Anything. The 2 dudes that he's always drag racing, and the one guy that
my
learned
$2.
English from watching ESPN or whatever. I once great champion, now a study in moppishness.
All right.
I love John Cusack.
Next movie. Here's the reason why I did the 80s movie, because somebody said, why you keep doing these movies? To do some John Cusack movies. I said I can do some 80 movies. And John Cusack getting his ass whooped right now. So, man.
Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that.
So number 21, The Goonies, 1985, versus number 80, The Little Mermaid, 1989.
Little Mermaid all day.
The Goonies won by 81% of the votes.
Because Goonies never say die.
Fuck the truffle shuffle.
Never
Fuck the truffle shuffle.
Die.
Fuck you.
I had so many when you were a fat kid growing up in the 90s, so many people asked you to do the truffle shuffle that you start punching them in the face eventually because you get sick of hearing it.
No, that's fair. But I also have a problem with the Little Mermaid because she's 13.
And when
Dude,
you're a girl
like, I'm
growing
grown
up
up,
and you're
Dad,
fed
and you're
Disney
like,
down
"Bitch,
your
no, you
fucking
ain't. You're in,
throat
like, the
every
7th
single
grade."
day.
The actual story of Little Mermaid, that was the written one, is 10 times worse than the movie. But it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. But
yeah.
All right. Number 22, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 1987, versus number 79, Purple Rain, 1984. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles won by 77% of the votes.
it's Steve Martin. It's Steve Martin.
That's some bullshit. I don't give a fuck.
That's disrespectful, like a motherfucker. That's disrespectful.
I'm disappointed in the voters.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
that is
saying.
disrespectful.
It's Steve Martin and John Candy. Come on.
I don't give a fuck
I
who
don't
it
give
is.
a fuck.
Good
It's just
movie,
Purple Rain.
But no.
Yeah.
He says we're going.
Look,
we're
Moore's
going
dating the
away.
time.
He's
Motherfucker.
drunk. How would he know where we're going?
All right. Anyway,
That was
so
a tough one.
next,
No one.
number 23, Short Circuit, 1986,
There it is.
versus number 78, War Games, 1983.
War
Damn
Games is
it.
stupid.
War Games. War Games is a damn good movie.
War Games
Now.
is stupid.
No.
No.
War Games won on Twitter by
Damn straight.
60% of the votes. However, Short Circuit won on Facebook by 72% of the votes.
No
Which means
disassemble.
Which means that Short Circuit won by 56% of the votes.
Johnny
Good job, Short
5.
Circuit. Yeah, War Games is boring as fuck.
It is not.
Yes,
No.
it is.
War Games is mad good. I had to watch that
It's
shit
a movie
in
about a computer that can't play tic-tac-toe.
chat.
It's trying to take over the world.
Yeah, it
Like,
tries to take over the world, and somebody fucks
Also-
that thing up by going, "Hey, play me some tic-tac-toe," and it was skipping burp, burp, burp. Oh, movie's over.
It was about the fucking Russians, which people should
Yeah.
watch it because that shit's happening again.
You should watch the news. You can watch
also,
about Russia.
why wasn't Project X on
It
this?
took me 4 times to try to watch that fucking movie. The first 3 times I fell asleep. That shit is mad boring.
It's just as bad as Flight of the Nap.
I watched it in school, so yeah.
Yeah, back in the day. That's different. Yeah, nostalgia, remember?
Dwayne
All
might be
right, Johnny
frozen.
5.
Dwayne might be frozen, but we'll keep it going. Number 24, The Never Ending Story versus number 77. Versus number 77, The Dragon Slayer, 1981. The Never Ending Story won by 89% of the votes.
As
Well,
it should.
I mean,
Yes.
for Stranger Things alone, I'll go Neverending Story. But
Yeah,
What?
it got a 95% on Facebook.
I mean, I
Damn.
do love the Family Guy. I do love
You
the
think
Family Guy.
that's because of Stranger Things? I grew up with the Never-Ending Story.
Oh, I know that, but I saw it when I was a
Yeah.
kid. But I mean,
No.
I think the Family Guy fucking skit of it is funnier than the whole. It's better than the whole fucking movie itself.
Hot take, Never Ending Story is creepy as shit. That
It-
dog
oh.
dragon thing, that shit, don't watch that shit high at all.
More.
That shit's creepy.
That's a good preface for a lot of movies, right?
No, it's not.
80s movies will fuck you up. You too high.
Yeah, they will.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Number 25, Beverly Hills Cop, 1984, or number 76, Steel Magnolias, 1989. Beverly Hills Cop won by 76% of the total votes. I do want to say this though: Steel Magnolias will touch on your heartstrings.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is sad. That shit is
100%.
horribly sad. All right.
So I have to. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
I have to advocate for, and again, I think Beverly Hills Cop is. I don't know that it's the better movie. I think still Magnolias is a better movie, but I think Beverly Hills Cop has more popularity, is easier to watch. But
It's Eddie Murphy.
I am a type 1 diabetic, like Shelby in the movie, and you don't see that ever in movies. Like anytime you see diabetics in movies, it's always like type 2. So for me, watching that, it was like kind of seeing myself, and it was like, okay, maybe people will understand this. Now, of course, her story is super extra tragic. Like, I have a baby, I'm fine. But still, it was, heartbreaking and emotional to see that when you can relate to it, which that's just true for me. That's true for people with a lot of movies. I get it. But I think still Magnolias, besides that fact, is still incredible. So.
Oh, and Amanda, by the way, speaking of heartbreaking and emotional, my wife's let me drink tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what the fuck is that?
Twisted Tea.
Twisted Tea.
Does that count?
Twisted Tea count.
That's what I'm thinking.
If you smack somebody, if they call you N-word, you damn right it does.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, those aren't for drinking.
Twisted Tea will fuck you up if you drink it. If you drink enough,
Yeah.
Trust me. There's like
Yeah, it'll fuck you up. You get smacked in the head with it too.
Yeah, I ain't stupid enough to go to any store and call someone the N-word. So
All right. Number 26, The Breakfast Club, 1985, versus number 75, Friday the 13th, 1980s.
Friday the 13th all day.
No.
The Breakfast Club
Breakfast
won.
Club.
The Breakfast Club won by 91% of the votes.
Murder.
But the Breakfast Club is so corny. I mean,
What?
so corny.
Oh, my
It's a better movie.
Whoa, here we
I
go.
love
Oh,
Friday the
shit.
13th. It's a
Oh, shit.
I'd rather watch.
Why would
I'd
you
rather watch
say
Jason's.
that?
I'd rather watch
Yeah.
Jason's mom kill people than watch
Yeah.
teenagers complain about their problems.
Breakfast Club
Oh,
won.
yeah. Drink about
You're
what you have
telling me you can relate to one of those kids?
Breakfast Club
What?
is Breakfast Club one of the most perfect movies of all time.
What's that, Amanda?
You're saying that you couldn't relate to even one of those characters in that library?
I never got detention in my life, so no.
Jesus Christ, that's not the point.
What's wrong with you?
All right.
No, I wasn't some whiny goth kid. I mean, come on.
Let's keep it going.
I was goth, but I wasn't whiny.
Number 27, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986. Or number 74, A Fish Called Wanda, 1988.
Oh, Ferris Bueller. Fuck.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off won by 77% of the votes.
I think that's too much.
All right.
I agree it should have won, but A Fish Called Wanda is just genius. Anyway.
All right.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say next, Amanda. So yeah.
All right.
I'm sure something dirty.
Never seen it.
Jesus. I
Number
should know.
I've been watching black movies for like a fucking 2 weeks now. So silent.
Actually, I'm with Jeremy.
Jeremy might get a do-rag and some baggy jeans right now.
I already own both.
All right.
I wore a do-rag to work for weeks.
All right, listen. Number 28, Heathers, 1989, versus number 73, Footloose, 1984.
Oh,
Fuck.
Kevin Bacon dancing. Come on, it's Kevin Bacon dancing.
Footloose.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's Kevin Bacon dancing for the Heathers.
Footloose won by 62% of the votes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I need to say this: one, Kevin Bacon can dance. Let's get this shit straight right.
He can white boy dance.
However, though, if you watch Umbrella Academy, this is where I get my respect for him more, because season 3, episode 1, Umbrella Academy, when they did the Footloose dance, and all right, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's just fucking amazing.
It's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Have you seen the episode of Will and Grace where
Yes.
You have to watch it just for this scene. Jack is stalking Kevin Bacon, and Kevin Bacon thinks Will's his stalker, and anyway, Will comes into his apartment and he does the dance with him.
It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
That and Roger on American Dad doing it when he's dressed as Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, you lost that. All right, number 29, A Christmas Story, 1983, or number 72, Breakin, 1984.
Anything's better than A Christmas Story. Fuck Ralph.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
A Christmas Story won by 68% of the total votes.
Fuck TBS for playing that. Fuck TBS for playing that all day on Christmas.
Right.
I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, it's not even a good movie.
It's horrible. Play Surviving Christmas or For Christmas.
I
Way
hate
better
everybody
movies.
right now.
Drink some more margarita then.
So, Amanda, I'm sorry to say, but I agree with him. I do. Breakin, listen, even though Breakin is one of the cheesiest dance movies of all time, I think Breakin, I'd rather enjoy watching Breakin than fucking Christmas movie.
Okay,
it's better than You Got Served.
No, so let me ask you this, because my husband also hates A Christmas Story, and this is the argument I always give him. Obviously, it's not like the best movie ever, but didn't you ever, as a child, just want something so bad and just wait for Santa every single day until Christmas came, and just that anticipation and that?
No.
Nobody said. No.
You guys said joyless child.
I want to answer that question. No.
I love Christmas.
I want to answer the question by saying this: Santa Claus don't come to the hood.
Right?
Don't come to the hood.
No.
Yeah.
Krampus goes to the hood.
No, Krampus better come to the hood too.
Krampus get fucked up.
In my defense, I had a few years of my life where we were extremely poor, and I got re-gifts as Christmas gifts. So I understand, but I just haven't you ever wanted something so much and you just believed in the magic of Christmas? And
No.
Well, that makes me sad.
Well, yeah.
No. I didn't believe in magic Christmas, and I didn't believe in Santa Claus because.
I believed in Santa, but he never brought me Trish Stratus into my bed, so I stopped believing after a while.
And we found a lot of our Christmas presents. So the anticipation of getting what we wanted, like we knew where we had. That was the word. That was the worst. We hated that shit.
And I quote from my mom. My mom name is Trona Robinson, and I quote: "I am not letting some fat white guy take credit for some shit that I do."
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So Christmas, because me and my partner right now, and Emily's going to listen or hear this soon. She loves Christmas. She loves holidays. Period. I hate holidays with a fucking passion. She loves holidays, and we having this debate on whether our kids should know about Santa Claus or not. Because if it was up to me, as soon as she turned like 2, listen, Santa Claus not real. I bought you that bike.
No.
But
Yeah.
Don't do that to a kid. Don't do that to a kid.
No, I understand that, and I agree with it. But also, you're a parent, and you should. Well, I'm not saying you should. I'm not telling you what to do, but at least give them like you can do both. You can be like these presents are from Santa, and these presents are from mom and dad. Like have them believe in the magic of Christmas.
Because we're going to understand that change it. But people understand. I'm gonna say this one thing, and we want to go. People think that if I tell my daughter there's no Santa Claus, then she's not gonna have a Christmas.
No,
But
how what damage does it do to a kid not to know that there's no Santa Claus, but still get everything she ever wants?
See,
what damage does it do to them to believe in Santa Claus though, and believe in something magical
because
and more powerful?
No.
I mean, I get it. I agree.
All right.
I don't know. It's tough.
Tell her there's a Santa Bigfoot. That makes it more fun.
Santa Bigfoot.
Well, I do live in Oregon, and almost half the people in Oregon believe in Bigfoot.
Yeah, the holiday Yeti is a real thing.
The holiday armadillo.
Next movie. All right, number 30, Risky Business, 1983. Or number 71, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, 1984.
Indiana all day. Indy.
Indiana Jones won by 76% of the votes.
Damn straight.
As it should.
I want to go on record. Fuck Indiana Jones. All movies are horrible to me.
Is there anyone you don't want to fuck in this competition?
Not Indiana Jones. Anyway, so they won. Number 31, A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984, versus number 70, Rain Man, 1988.
I'm sorry, Freddie beats anything. Freddie's the man.
Matchup.
So, on Twitter.
Slow in the driveway.
On Twitter.
An excellent driver. On
Twitter, Rain Man won by 66% of the votes.
Definitely Qantas Airlines. Qantas.
On Facebook, A Nightmare on Elm Street won by 55% of the votes. That means that Rain Man won by 55% of the votes.
Fart.
Wow.
It's good that's close, but fuck, Nightmare should have won. I mean,
I'm not mad at it.
I don't mind it.
It's Johnny Depp getting pulled into a bed and having blood squirt out of him. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but it's also Rain Man with two great actors.
It was premonitions of him dating Amber Heard. I mean,
hot water burn baby.
Oh.
There was no shit in the bed, so.
All right.
Well, people shit when they die, so you never know.
Well, that movie shit the bed, didn't
it? Number 32, RoboCop, 1987, versus number 69, Real Genius, 1985.
I mean, it's 69, so I want to go with that one, but I mean, RoboCop.
No, RoboCop won by 68% of the votes.
So 68 beat 69?
Yes, it does.
Womp.
It's just an IOU. Here's something that's probably going to make Amanda mad.
What doesn't?
Number 33, Beetlejuice, 1988. Versus number 68, Big, 1988.
Oh, this pissed me off too. This is a fucked up matchup for hell.
This is a fucked up matchup.
Both amazing movies.
Beetlejuice won by 65% of the votes.
I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened, but I mean, because it's Tom Hanks, it's big, it's one of his greatest movies ever. It was in my top 5 for fuck's sake. So, I mean,
we're doing top 5 favorite Hanks movies in 2 days.
Nice.
And you didn't invite me. How dare you?
You want to come?
Oh, I'll always come. Giggity.
All I know is I don't ever want to travel with Tom Hanks.
Never, ever.
Fuck no.
Never travel with
Tom
Hanks.
Every movie that motherfucker's in, he crashes some shit and gets stranded someplace.
You don't want to be on a desert island talking to a ball, yelling, "Wilson!"
No.
Yeah.
He
Tom Hanks
driving me fucking nowhere. I know that.
Yeah. All right. Number 34.
Mad at that one, Dre. It's close, but I'm not mad at it.
Number 34. Number 34. This is Spinal Tap, 1984. Versus number 67, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, 1989.
This amplifier goes to 11, right? 11. So like you have 10, and then one more.
So
love you, baby.
This is Spinal Tap won on Twitter by 64% of the votes. However,
yeah, I remember
Bill and Ted won on Facebook by 94% of the votes.
Damn.
Wow. People on Facebook need to
Keanu.
expand their
That's why.
repertoire.
Because the new movie just came out like less than a year ago, so that's
Yeah.
why.
No, that's not it. I think this is Spinal Tap's stupid.
I mean,
It's
and I like
absolutely
Bill and
stupid.
Ted.
Yeah, Bill and
Yeah,
Ted
like-
won by 65% of the votes.
Spinal Tap is one of those like slapstick, stupid, like you enjoy it
Yeah.
because it's just dumb, you know.
I mean-
And you have to watch it high.
Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny is way better.
That shit's hilarious.
That shit's hilarious.
All right.
Fucking Jack Black all
Yeah.
day. Like,
Number 35, The Blues Brothers, 1980. Versus number 66, The Color Purple, 1985.
I'm sorry, but it's Blues Brothers all fucking day. Who doesn't want to see John Belushi coked up doing backflips?
The
I
Blues
think
Brothers.
it's only
Blues-
because The Color Purple is so serious.
The,
I
the
think it's-
Blues Brothers won by 67% of the votes. Fuck that. That's horrible. That's
Yeah, I-
fucking
yeah.
horrible.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Color
It's
Purple's way better
classic.
movie,
Color
but
Purple is too
it's an
important.
incredible film,
Yeah.
right? But I think it's just because of its seriousness, and it's put up next to. You don't have to think to watch Blues Brothers. You can just enjoy
Agreed,
the cameos that are in it, and
And the
you
great-
don't have to have a brain to enjoy Blues Brothers at all. Where The Color
And-
Purple, you kind of have to have some critical thought ability
Most people
to,
don't
to
wanna
really
watch
take
that
that
shit.
in and understand.
You basically saying people are stupid. Because
Yeah, they are.
Basically.
Yup.
yeah.
all right.
I've said
I
it many
mean-
times.
People are stupid.
And hey, James Brown's in Blues Brothers, so yeah, that's all I'm
I
saying.
don't give a fuck who's in it. This is not
Well,
better
so's
than
Ray Charles. There's, Aretha Franklin. There's all kinds
Yeah,
of actors
exactly.
and musicians in it.
I don't give a damn. It's not better than Color Purple. At all.
I agree.
Okay. Anyway, next
I agree.
next round. I mean, next movie. Sorry, number 36, Gremlins, 1984, versus number 65, Weird Science, 1985.
Don't get them
This
wet.
was a very close
Not quite.
matchup. Twitter, Gremlins won on Twitter by 54% of the votes. On Facebook, Weird Science won by 55% of the votes,
Oh,
wow.
fuck.
which means, because I had to do a 0.5, which means that 50.5% of the votes went to Weird Science.
Damn it.
No.
Damn it.
By
Gremlin.
0.5.
By
Man,
0.5.
I just watched Gremlins not long ago for Bracket Bastards, like for the first
Either
time,
one
and
of these.
love that movie. Love that
I've
movie.
seen Gremlins a million
Either one
times.
could have won for me.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like your wife if you want to get sleep. You don't get her wet after midnight.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Gremlins is fucking hilarious, but the other
They're
movie has
both
titties.
It does.
Oh my god.
So
Is that all you guys fucking care about?
Yes,
Yes.
100%, 100%.
Vagina and booties
Not
away.
really.
So if you don't know, I always round up and down, and this is not for y'all, but this is for people that listening. I always round up and down, but if it's get too close, I have to go back to the decimal to 0.5. So and that's how that won. All right. No, next movies.
Dre,
30
real quick, you'll appreciate talking about booties that tonight I had to apologize for my ass for hitting somebody when I was getting out of the bar because
You don't apologize for your booty.
You don't apologize. You say you're welcome and walk away.
Yeah,
I said
Exactly.
I'm sorry. It has its own area code.
you don't apologize for that. Anyway, I don't want to hear that.
All right.
So that guy should apologize to you for thinking that he should apologize for him for your booty. That's bullshit.
Yeah, give me extra space, fucker. Do you see this thing?
That's not here nor there. All right.
All right.
Number 37, Desperately Seeking Susan, 1985. Or number 64, Tron, 1982. Tron won by 68% of the votes.
Wait a minute, what's Tron against?
Desperately Seeking Susan.
I mean, anything's better than Tron, so yeah.
What?
Tron won.
You got
Tron
so
won.
damn mind.
The only good thing about Tron was the Kingdom Hearts level.
Next
I
movie.
liked all the levels. I liked all the levels. Yeah. Yeah. I hope he pissed Tabasco.
So there's another movie that should have replaced Desperately Seeking Susan, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's
License to Drive.
Fuck no.
Why wasn't that fucking on there? All right. Anyway, go ahead.
It
I'll
sucks.
think of it later.
Number 38, Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, 1983.
Yes.
Make sure my mic's up.
Versus number 63, To Live and Die in LA, 1985.
This pissed me off to no fucking end.
It made a movie about a Tupac song?
Well, no, Star
Who's
Wars
that
won.
girl? That's the movie I was talking about.
Star Wars won by 86% of the votes. It put up a 92% on Facebook.
Damn straight.
Nice. Yes.
It's Return of the Jedi. I mean, I think the next round, it pissed me off what the fuck happened, but
Yeah.
Anyway, number
at that
39, number 39,
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket, 1987, versus number 62, Mystic Pizza, 1988.
Mystic Pizza. Mystic Pizza.
2.
Nobody's
Full
seen Mystic
Metal.
Pizza.
I have. It's amazing.
I agree,
Never
but
seen
most
it.
people haven't.
No.
Full Metal Jacket wins by 82% of the vote. It got a 95% spot on Facebook.
Murder.
Full Metal Jacket was horrible.
Bullshit.
Full Metal Jacket was horrible.
Mystic Pizza's freaking about young kids trying to get laid. It should be like winning that shit.
I don't get that what it's about.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Yeah,
The voting veteran community did not let me down on Full Metal Jacket.
They
here
should have. They should have.
because
They should
Full Metal
have.
Jacket for those of us that have done the thing, right? Whether you're in the Marine
Yeah.
Corps, the Army, or wherever you went, that is at that period of time up through probably the year about 2000, the most accurate depiction of basic training that you will ever see.
And my dad said the same thing.
And I understand that, but then I understand why Buddy pop Buddy in the bathroom.
Which, and that part of the movie, honestly, is the most unbelievable part because you always do
Still understand
brass
it.
ammo checks and you will never make it back to your barracks with a live round, a spent round, and any piece of any ordnance ain't making it off that range.
I'm not an Army person or
Right.
and I respect. I want to say the more thank you both for your service. I want to say that right now. However, I'm not an Army person or armed forces person, and that movie was fucking horrible to me. Personally, it was.
It's better than Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, honestly, it should be two movies. It should have been two different movies. The boot camp scene, the boot camp part is completely different than the rest of the movie.
It
Like,
should
the
be its
boot
own
camp
movie,
part is amazing. After that, it's garbage. Yeah.
The Vietnam War portion of that movie should be its own whole movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. and
Number
yeah.
40. Number 40. Batman, 1989. Here, Jeremy.
Oh god.
Versus number 61. Pretty in Pink, 1986.
I mean, Batman won because it's against a movie that's horrible. But
Batman wins
Yep.
by 78% of the votes.
I mean, rip Pretty in Pink, but it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
CJ, this is one for you. Number 41, Trading Places, 1983.
Oh, this shit.
Or number 60, The Last Dragon, 1985.
This is like one of the most horrible matchups for me. Like, I love both these movies.
I do want to say that on Facebook, this was a 50-50 split.
oh,
Wow.
On Facebook, it's 50-50 split. However, though, on Twitter, it's as up. 85% went to Trading Places. So that means that 67% goes to Trading Places.
oh, I mean, I just watched The Last Dragon for the Black movies like a week ago, and it's a fucking incredible movie. Like,
It is.
I love that. Like, I
Bruce
mean,
Leroy.
I mean, it's totally just ripping off Asian kung fu movies,
Who's the
but still.
master?
Who's the master?
It was the Dukes.
And I mean, I'm sorry, but the bad guys have the worst outfits ever in that movie. But that's what makes it good. That's what
Oh
makes
yeah,
it good.
he's wearing football pads.
Show enough.
I mean, it's as bad as
Children
it's
of
as bad
Harlem.
as, it's as bad as the little bleached blonde hair kids in what was it?
Meteor Man.
Yeah.
The Golden Lords.
Baby Lords.
Yeah.
The Baby Lords. The Baby Lords are tight though.
So before we go though, I do need to shout out, and I know you're gonna listen to this. I want to shout out my man She, who actually played Show Enough in a music video when they readapted this movie for the music video. So shout out to my man She that did this because that shit was hilarious. All right. Next movie, number 42, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 1989, versus Fast Time at Ridgemont High, 1982.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation 1.
So
The shitter's full.
So Fast Time at Ridgemont High won by 52% of the votes on Twitter.
On Twitter.
On Twitter.
Facebook comes through.
So close, yeah.
On Facebook, Christmas Vacation wins by 72% of the votes, which means that it wins by 60% of the total votes. And I'm happy about that because Christmas Vacation is fucking amazing. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies, and I hate Christmas. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time.
I hate Christmas, but it's one of the better ones.
It is. I hate Christmas.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen 4 Christmases?
Don't throw me down, Clark.
Yeah, I have actually.
That's one of the best Christmas movies right there.
I have
Four
like
Christmases?
a whole list of movies I have to watch every year. When
Oh, me too. There's
the
like
Christmas
30.
season,
and
there's like for me,
Home
Christmas
Alone and Home
starts
Alone 2 better be on it.
The day after
fuck no.
Thanksgiving. Day after
Home Alone
Thanksgiving, Black Friday, I don't go shopping. I put up my Christmas decorations out in the yard. Like
Me too.
that's my day.
we watch Home
I
Alone
have
every
to watch-
Thanksgiving night.
Yeah.
I have to watch It's a Wonderful Life. I have to watch White Christmas. I have to watch Die Hard.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I go watch Christmas Vacation, and then all the kids ones. I got to watch the Frosty one. I got to watch the Claymation Rudolph. You know, all this stuff. The kids want to see. And then I got to watch Ralphie's little brother get his tongue stuck to the frozen pole and then shoot his eye out with a fucking BB gun.
Wasn't his brother, it was his friend.
Those are the things I have to do every year.
That last one sounds like a bad snuff film, but
right?
We watch Die Hard on Christmas Eve because it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off Nakatomi Plaza.
See?
Yes.
Right.
So a hot take. Ready? Home Alone 2 is better. Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone.
oh fuck yeah,
Agreed.
I agree.
Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone.
And I'm from New York. That's fucking
I'm
way
not
better.
crazy about the Home Alone movies, but I don't dislike them either. They're not like must watches for me.
I love them.
And Home Alone 2 has Donald Trump showing how good guy he is by showing him the way to the hotel lobby.
Okay, next movie.
Anyway,
Next movie.
Did they cut him out of it?
No.
He's still on there. So he had one scene. He points that way. He looks at him dumb, and then he goes. Anyway. Number 40. Number 43. Number 43. Platoon, 1986, or number 58. Escape from New York, 1981.
Escape from New York.
Platoon
I'm from Kingston,
wins.
New York, Harvey. Fuck you. I'm not from New York City, you mean? Yeah, I'm not from New York City. Oh, big deal. I'm 2 hours north.
Platoon wins.
What up, Harvey?
Platoon wins by 69% of the votes.
All right. Yep. See that?
All right. Number 44, Mad Max 2, 1981. Versus number 57, The Untouchables, 1987.
Mad Max.
Untouchables.
Untouchables.
You know my rule about sports movies.
That's not a sports movie, you asshole.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
What are you talking about?
Not a sports movie at all.
No,
nowhere near it, actually.
It's about guys catching mafia guys.
Unless you
Yeah.
call shooting guns a sport.
I'm
Anyway.
thinking. Oh
Yeah, actually.
It is.
I mean, I'm not from down south, but I might consider a sport.
The Untouchables win by 6-7% of the votes.
I like to hunt.
Okay, so
Supposed
first
to-
round, this is the only 100 spot in the first round. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, so got number 45, After Hours, 1985, versus number 56, Repo Man, 1984. Repo Man won by 81% of the votes.
Yeah.
And they got a 100 spot on Facebook.
How did After Hours and Repo Man get better rankings than Coming to America and Harlem Nights?
I never heard of. I never heard of After Hours.
I hadn't either.
Me neither.
Yeah, I didn't care about either of these movies, honestly.
Sure, I didn't really either, but you know,
So
gotta vote one way.
number 46, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1988, versus number 55, Broadcast News, 1987.
Fuck Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Fuck Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'm just gonna say it.
Fuck you.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I know.
Who Framed
Roger Rabbit?
Who Framed Roger?
Chip and Dale is better.
You are disrespectful.
God.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit won by 87% of the votes and got a 95 spot on Facebook. We'll say that right now.
Good.
Nostalgia.
What
It's a good fucking movie.
It's
I
cartoons
just watched
mixed
it.
with humans.
It's
And it's
Doc
funny.
from Back to the Future dipping cartoons in the dip.
Fucking
No,
murdering
Thank you,
cartoons.
Harvey. Thank
I had to do this for.
Hilarious.
I had to
What
watch
a
it for
viral.
Bracket Bastards, Harvey. So yeah, no, it's horrible. It's horrible.
I
Number
talked
40
a bunch of shit
was
about it
great.
in a previous show just to get DeAndre's blood boiling.
But boy, like you doing now because that bullshit.
Yeah.
So much of a dose. Anyway,
Somebody mute him.
Smile more.
number 47, Bali Girl, 1983, or number 54, They Live, 1988.
Ooh, They Live.
They Live wins by 76% of the votes. It got
Such
a
a good movie.
It got a 92 spot on Facebook.
I never heard of the other one, so yeah,
It's another one that I just didn't really care about.
I know.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah. So a lot of these matchups, I don't give a fuck.
They Live is fantastic.
I heard it. I've heard it was amazing. Roddy Piper. Yeah, that's why I've heard Harvey.
Some of these, I look at the matchup and go, it really doesn't matter because they're going to just get buzzsawed in like.
Right.
Who gives a shit who wins this one because it's going to get wrecked in like the
But
next round.
They Live is
round,
worth
yeah.
watching regardless. So
So number 48, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 1989, versus number 53, Sid and Nancy, 1986.
ooh.
Indie all
Never heard
day.
of Sid
Indie all
Nancy.
day.
Indiana Jones wins by 87% of the votes and got a 95 spot on Facebook.
No,
Right.
of course it did. It's fucking Harrison Ford. He's a
Of
god.
course it did.
I love Indiana Jones movies; they're great. I also really love the actual true story of Sid and Nancy. This movie did not do them justice, and that's why I couldn't have voted for it because it wasn't right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harrison Ford is the white Will Smith.
Listen,
No.
number 49.
Better than Will Smith.
Number 49.
Only because Harvey's watching.
Number 49. Number 49, Scarface, 1983, versus number 52, Lethal Weapon, 1987.
The fuck?
Ooh, yeah, this one sucks. No matter which one wins is great, but
Yeah.
that means what great
Yeah.
you lost.
So
Hello to my little friend.
Lethal Weapon won by 63% of the votes.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Which, and honestly, I'm surprised it wasn't closer.
Mel Gibson.
So actually,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think I voted for Lethal Weapon here, but I'm surprised this wasn't another one of those like 50 and a half,
me
splits.
too. I'm not gonna watch it. Me too.
Right.
I think
All right.
Scarface doesn't hold up with the younger audience.
It's not. I mean,
I
Scarface.
disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Who
Scar-
doesn't
Really?
want to sell powder and make money though?
Scarface is a wannabe Godfather.
It's a different. It's different. Anyway.
All right.
The video
Last-
game was cool.
Is it though?
Last set of movies in the first round. All right.
All right.
Number 50, Big Trouble in Little China,
Woo!
1986.
I can't believe that's
Number-
50.
Versus number 51, Poltergeist, 1982. And Big Trouble in Little China wins by 62% of the overall votes.
Bullshit.
I'm
What
not
was
gonna-
the other
Poltergeist.
one? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, you cut
Yeah,
out
look,
on me.
yeah, little one girl got stuck in the TV.
I know what
Yeah,
Poltergeist is.
here.
Yeah.
May,
so it was
You
black
have to
people
let
when
the
you been on
poltergeist
movies.
come through your butt.
So little known fun fact that's probably going to
Damn.
make my wife angry.
Yeah.
Her and a bunch of her friends had a nickname for butt stuff, and it was Big Trouble in Little China.
Wow. That is
I
fucking
mean,
awesome.
that's not bad. Yeah.
Speaking of his wife.
There she is.
Hey,
My
love
sister
you.
Devil
from
and Michelle
another mister. What up?
All right.
Big Trouble in
so-
Little
let's
China.
talk about
huh?
you.
Mm.
All right. So round 2 is next. And I want to tell everybody that I reseed each round. I reseed each round. So the highest seed will always be the lowest seed in each round. All right. Okay. So we got Number 1, Back to the Future, 1985, versus a playing game, which is Top Gun, 1986.
Back to the Future all fucking day. Fuck Top Gun.
Back to the Future won by 79% of the votes.
As it should have. As it should have.
Like I'm thinking as soon as I saw this one come up on Facebook, you know, because I mean obviously.
Oh, you froze again?
Oh wow! At least his mouth closed this time.
All right. All right. Next, got number 3. You got number 2, E.T. 1982 versus a playing Caddyshack 1980.
Caddyshack should have won, but I don't think it did.
Caddyshack won by 54% of the total.
Oh yeah,
it should not have been that close.
Yes, it should. Yes, it should have. It's fucking Rodney Dangerfield, Chevy Chase.
No, E.T. is garbage.
No, E.T. is garbage. Caddyshack. Oh, I mean, I agree, but E.T. is nostalgia.
Yeah, it should not have been that close.
Play with finger.
Yeah, no, Caddyshack should have murdered E.T.
All right. Got number 3, Ghostbusters, 1984. Versus number 96, Spaceballs, 1987.
Fuck Spaceballs.
What?
Fuck Spaceballs. Yeah, you heard me right. You heard me right. As a Star Wars fan, fuck Spaceballs, 100%.
Fuck you.
And plus, Tiny Toons did a better version of making fun of Star Wars than they did.
Goodbye.
Ghostbusters win by 73% of the votes. Now I need to say this.
Sure.
I need to say this. Harvey,
it's Ghostbusters.
I'm with you, Harvey. Ghostbusters. Sorry, Star Wars is not better than Spaceballs. Spaceballs is better than Star Wars.
If you're high,
Spaceballs is a better movie than Spaceballs.
It's amazing. I'm not saying.
Where's Dwayne when I need him? Goddammit.
All right. Okay. So you got, speaking of the devil, you got Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, 1980, versus St. Elmo's Fire, 1985.
Star Wars is one.
Star Wars all fucking day. It's Empire. It's Empire.
So Empire wins by 84% of the votes. Listen, this is the only time I gotta say that it was better because St. Elmo's Fire was horrible. I couldn't say anything else. But listen, it was horrible. It was horrible.
I like it.
So I gotta go with Star Wars here by default. It's not like I like Star Wars. It just was a better movie.
The Force is with you for once.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that Dwayne's not here because
the Force can fuck
like
you.
Got number 6, The Shining, 1980, versus number 92, Dead Post Society, 1989.
Dead Post Society.
Yes, Dart. Yeah, please make sure he's alive. Okay. All right.
Please, thank you.
All right. So, The Shining beat Dead Post Society on Twitter by 54% of the votes. However, Facebook 70% went to Dead Post Society, which means that Dead Post Society wins by 57% of the votes.
Harvey, you're going against Robin Williams. You're not going against Robin Williams. You are his biggest fan.
The Shining sucks versus the book Shining.
And yeah, I mean, if it was the book Shining, I'd be voting for that. But the movie Shining, hell no, it's not better than a lot of movies.
You can watch that TV miniseries with that little kid. I like snow. I like snow. Anyway. The miniseries is terrible, but it's also better.
Was that Sesame Street on crack? I mean, I don't know.
Number 8, Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, versus number 90, Field of Dreams, 1989.
Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
Raiders wins by 61% of the votes. I'm the biggest hater of all Indiana Jones shit. However, the Field of Dreams was horrible too, so I could care less which one. So, all right. Number
you build
10.
it, they will come, which is going to be the name of my strip club.
Wow.
All I'm going to say is that, again, the how high version of Field of Dreams is better. Who going to build this bitch?
100%.
All right. Number 10, The Princess Bride, 1987, versus number 87, Police Academy, 1984.
Yeah.
Police Academy all fucking day.
Shut
All
up, Jeremy.
fucking day. Fuck Princess Bride.
Shut up, Jeremy.
I know,
Princess
Harvey.
Bride.
I know. Fuck Princess Bride.
Shut up, Jeremy.
Princess Bride wins by 82% of the votes.
As it should.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia.
No, the first Police Academy was all right. They got better up until the fourth one. Then it went
It is
going
not
downhill.
nostalgia. It's an amazing movie, and you have no soul.
Oh, I have a soul. It's just,
No, you don't.
my soul
Ginger
is black.
has no
My
soul.
soul is black. Thank you, but no,
Okay.
it's there.
Well, there it is.
All right.
Yeah,
No.
I'll watch Princess Bride as soon as it's over. So,
All right. Number 12, Die Hard, 1988, versus number 85, Tootsie, 1982.
Die Hard.
Tootsie should have moved on. Die Hard all day. Yippee ki yay!
Die
Tootsie
Hard
would have
did-
get another garbage movie though. So,
Die Hard did win,
yeah.
and Die Hard put up a 95 spot on Facebook.
Oh.
Nice.
Here's what pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it was. Here's what pissed me off. Number 13, The Terminator, 1984. Versus number 81, Little Shop of Horrors, 1986. Like musical,
Terminator did not win.
Terminator won by 59%
Oh,
of the
God
votes.
damn it.
Oh, it was kind of close though.
I'll be back.
No. The
Again.
first Terminator.
God
is
damn, I love you.
awful.
All right. Number
I still
15.
like it.
It's
Number-
Arnold.
Here's a very, very, very close one. Number 15, Raising Arizona, 1987. Versus number 73, Footloose.
Fuck Raising Arizona. Fuck Raising Arizona. Footloose
Fuck both
all
these movies.
day.
both
Everybody
these
get
movies.
loose. Footloose.
Footloose wins by 50.5%.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you- I know you agree, Dre. I know you agree.
Oh,
I
100%
am
agree.
from Oklahoma, and that movie is based on a town in Oklahoma, so I have to root for it, and it's amazing.
What, Footloose?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay,
amazing.
cool.
It's amazing.
Because Raising Arizona was horrible.
No,
Oh.
Raising Arizona is trash. Raising
Oh.
Arizona is trash.
Not great.
All right. So
Nick Cage's worst movie. Nick Cage's worst movie.
here's what
Yeah.
bring me up though, because I'm happy about. Got Airplane, 1980, number 17, versus number 71, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh.
Uh,
So
Airplane.
it should be Airplane, but
on Twitter, Airplane wins by 58% of the votes. On Facebook, Indiana Jones wins by 56% of the votes, which means that Airplane wins by 51% of the votes.
I mean they're both good movies, so I'm good with them being close. That close.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
thing
I
to
agree.
start sniffing glue.
I could watch Harrison Ford do anything.
All right.
Get
I can
off
watch him.
my plane.
I
Number
could picture
18
it. I could watch him doing Carrie Fisher. So
Yeah, I picked the wrong day to stop taking amphetamines.
Number-
Yes.
Number 18, Predator, 1987, versus number 70, Rain Man, 1988.
Predator. It should be Predator.
Rain Man.
Predator.
Predator.
Rain Man
Man.
wins by 59% of the votes.
Ah,
And
I-
I 100% agree with that because Predator.
Thank
listen,
you.
The horrible one-liners. Predator is horrible.
Predators are based on someone who actually saw aliens back in the 50s or 60s that looked like what the
And
Predators
Rain
had.
Man is based on real people who have real diseases like autism and Asperger's and
Conditions. That's it. That's it.
Aliens are more
Yeah.
important.
conditions. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey. Yo,
Aliens all
other
day.
than the dialogue, Predator was a good. I thought Predator was a great movie. The dialogue kind of sucked.
Dialogue's horrible.
Dialogue sucked. Yeah.
All right. Number 19, Stand By Me, 1986, versus Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, 1989.
Stand by me all day.
Stand by me all day.
Stand By Me wins by 74% of the votes.
As it should.
All right. Yep. That was right.
Mhm.
The Goonies, 1985, versus Weird Science, 1985.
Anything but the Goonies.
The Goonies,
Goonies never die.
The Goonies wins by 77% of the votes. It put up a 90 spot. It put up a 90 spot on Facebook.
Fuck the Goonies.
Fuck you.
I know you want. You keep saying you want to, but we haven't made time yet.
Okay, well,
I'll add you to the
so
list.
Yeah.
Wait list.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 1987, versus Tron, 1982.
PTA all day.
Yeah.
PTA wins by 73% of the votes.
Yeah, as it should.
It
Tron
should have been this far.
The second Tron movie is better than the original Tron. I'll say it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? No, no, it was not. The remake was horrible.
Short Circuit, 1986, versus the Untouchables, 1987. Now,
Tough one.
On Twitter, the Untouchable wins by 51% of the votes. However, on Facebook, 65% of the votes with the Short Circuit. So that means Short Circuit wins by 57% of the votes.
All right, I can see
75.
that.
I can respect that either way.
Yeah.
Here's another 100 spot. You got The Never Ending Story, 1984, versus Repo Man, 1984.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Fucking never ending story, obviously.
Never Ending Story wins by 89% of the votes. It got the only 100 spot on the second round.
The never ending story.
I still want to say that it's creepy as shit. Just want to say that right now.
I just like.
It's still a good movie.
I just like when the kid version of me sings down Stranger Things.
All right.
Justin and Susie are cute.
Oh my god.
Beverly Hills Cop, 1984, versus They Live, 1988.
Beverly Hills all day.
Beverly Hills Cop wins by 88% of the votes and got a 95 spot on Facebook.
Nice.
I still say if you haven't watched They Live, you need to watch it. It's really good.
But do they live?
Can't tell you.
The next two matchups are 50.5 wins. Just letting you know right now. Next two matchups. So you got The Breakfast Club, 1985, versus Lethal Weapon, 1987.
Lethal Weapon.
Ooh.
Lethal Weapon.
Breakfast Club.
Lethal Weapon wins on Twitter by 55% of the votes. On Facebook, Breakfast Club wins by 56% of the votes, which means that Breakfast Club wins by 50.5% of the votes.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old for this shit. That's all I'm saying.
Go make your own Murtaugh list and celebrate the Breakfast Club.
And Lethal Weapon was an amazing TV show. I'm just saying that.
The first season 2 was great. When Buddy left, it was like
when they changed actors, it wasn't as good. Yeah.
The next 50.5 got Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986, versus Big Trouble in Little China, 1986.
Don't care about this one at all.
Ferris Bueller Day Off won on Twitter by 55% of the votes.
Wow.
Of course it did.
However, Big Trouble in Little China wins on Facebook by 56% of the votes, which means that Big Trouble in Little China wins by 50.5% of the votes.
That's not better than Ferris Bueller.
I don't know.
I haven't seen either, so I can't comment. Never seen either.
A Christmas Story.
I was waiting for it.
A Christmas Story, 1983, versus Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 1989.
Oh, Last Crusade all fucking day.
Last
Fuck
Crusade.
Ralphie. Fuck Ralphie. Fuck Ralphie.
The Last Crusade wins by 70% of the votes.
Damn straight.
Good.
Ralphie can die when he shoots himself in the eye with that fucking Red Rider.
Christmas Story is stupid.
He's gone on to have a very good career, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, but this movie was still sucks.
It's horrible.
I mean, the best part was when fucking Santa fucking put his foot in his face and fucking push him down the fucking slide.
Yep.
Anyway.
So this matchup is just for Jeremy to make him mad.
I know it is.
We got RoboCop, 1987, versus Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1988.
It should be RoboCop.
Ready?
And Who Framed Roger Rabbit wins by 65% of the total votes.
Yeah.
If you want a better fucking real life cartoon movie, watch the fucking Melissa McCarthy Sesame Street type movie. Like that shit was
The Happy Time Murders.
Happy Time Murders. Yeah.
Dude, you get to watch a.
Hey,
you get to
baby,
watch.
You want some rotten cotton?
That came up on our. On our episode.
You get to watch a fucking puppet come over a real woman for like 5 minutes. It's hilarious.
No,
yeah.
he came on another puppet, but
Roger Rabbit's still better than
Roger Rabbit's still better. But however, when the first time I was on the SIP list, we did the best buddy cop movies, and that was my number one.
yeah, Happy Time Murders.
Happy Time Murders was my number one. Actually,
that movie is hilarious.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And plus, Melissa McCarthy's my hall pass, so I'll hit that BBW any day.
Yeah.
Call me.
Oh yeah.
Call me.
Hey, is there a
Can you
hungry
get it?
bear in here?
All right.
You know, she's
Always.
dirty.
Always.
Okay, so we got Beetlejuice, 1988, versus Platoon, 1986,
Beetlejuice better one.
Beetlejuice.
and Beetlejuice.
Welcome back,
wins.
Dwayne.
Beetlejuice wins by 78% of the votes.
Damn straight he does. Fucking Michael Keaton.
Here's a close one for you, which I don't 100% agree with, but it is what it is. We have the Blues Brothers, 1980, versus National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 1989.
Blues Brothers.
Christmas Vacation.
On Facebook, it was a 50-50 split. On Facebook, the Blues Brothers wins by 51% of the votes.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I actually danced when I saw that result. Like I was like, yeah.
I'm
I
not
was like-
mad at it. But
I was on a mission from God to make that win.
Well, I'm glad you said that because this one makes me happy.
I know it's going to be all. I already know what you're going to say.
Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi,
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
versus Trading Places, 1983.
This was the biggest bullshit fucking vote of the whole bracket.
no, Trading Places
It's-
is better, hands down.
IMO, my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, right there. IMO, it's the best of the original trilogy. Like,
It's
fuck.
not better than Trading Places.
So,
You get to
on
watch
Twitter-
fucking Princess Leia in a fucking metal bikini where you can see
She's
everything.
not even hot.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
Okay.
You shut your beautiful mouth.
Interjection. I do not get what guys see in Carrie Fisher. I think she's a
Ah.
great actress. I think she's a beautiful person. I do not think she is sexy. I do not think she is like
Dwayne,
that
help me
kind
out.
of attractive. But
Dwayne, help me.
I'm also a woman, so maybe I don't know, but I just don't get it.
So hold on. So I'm gonna take a page out of our good friend's Cam's. Hey Cam, I'm gonna give Cam's book. Carrie Fisher aged like milk.
Oh.
What does
Hey.
that mean?
She aged like milk.
Yeah, she curdles.
I
What the-
don't find her sexy.
Is she talking about Dwayne?
I don't know.
No, somehow.
No, it's okay.
I find her cute and relatable and adorable. I do not find her sexy at
So-
all.
Yeah, I don't think she's sexy either. You know, she's like girl next door cute.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, but the girl
Hey, I'll
bikini
take
thing is awesome.
I'll take
I
that
don't
girl
care
next
who's
door
winning
into the
it. That shit's
bushes
awesome.
and fucking put it in her. Come on.
Okay, so Star Wars.
Wow.
Star Wars Return of the Jedi won on Twitter by 60% of the votes.
As it should have.
However, on Facebook, Trading Places win by 67% of the votes, which means that it wins by 53% of the votes.
Better
Twitter,
Fuck.
movie.
yes.
Fuck you, Zuck. Fuck you, Zuck.
And last movies of this round, you have Full Metal Jacket, 1987, versus Batman, 1989.
Full Metal Jacket all day.
Batman.
Batman wins by 69% of the total votes.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, I can see that.
Nostalgia.
No, it's
No, it's not. Batman's a good movie.
Yeah,
Bro.
20 years later, 20 something years later when they did the right one.
Yeah, no.
here's the deal, Jeremy
I do,
and everybody.
Yeah.
If you are not, if you don't know about or you haven't come up with or you don't understand or appreciate military, that shit is fucking hard to watch. Full Metal
is.
Jacket is hard to watch.
It really is.
It's hard to watch for everybody, but I think people who are in the military or have grown, like I'm an Army brat, so like I can watch that shit, but it's hard to watch. It's brutal and it's a good movie, but it's just not as relatable.
All right.
Yeah,
Round-
and the original Batman with Michael Keaton, actually both the two Batmans with Michael Keaton are better, then Batman Begins, and Batman Begins, and Dark Knight Rises,
and the Batman.
Oh fuck yeah!
And definitely better than Batman.
Oh no! The Batman was the best Batman movie I've seen in a long time.
You got issues, bro. That movie sucked.
It did not suck.
It did. It did.
Dude, the first time I watched it, I fell asleep during one of the action scenes. That shit was garbage.
And I was right next to him. So
yeah. No, that shit.
All right. So anyway, round three. Remember again, this is reseeding. Okay. So we got Back to the Future versus Caddyshack.
Oh, tough one, but Caddyshack all day. It should be.
Back to the Future wins.
Back to the Future? Are you kidding me?
Back to the Future wins by 74% of the votes.
Fuck the Cannon.
No, it's Back to the
Future. Oh, look at his face. Oh, he's so distraught.
I am glad you're back because you can walk into this one. You got number 3, Ghostbusters, 1984 versus Dead Poet Society, 1989.
Ghostbusters all day. Ghostbusters all day. Ghostbusters all day.
You just walk right into it.
And see, there's an example of one of the voters who voted incorrectly.
Ghostbusters wins by 62% of the votes.
Because it's Ghostbusters. It's
uncultured
classic.
Swine.
We like catching ghosts. Hey, I care about catching ghosts. I do a podcast about it.
I love both of these movies so much I can't choose. It's Sophie's choice, so I'm okay with it.
Next.
So Sophie's choice, my ass. Ghostbusters.
Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, 1980 versus Footloose, 1984.
And you know Footloose just going to get dominated.
Footloose.
Fuck yeah.
Star Wars wins by 73% of the votes.
And I didn't even start my fucking advertising at that point yet.
He was on Twitter begging Star Wars people to make sure that they get both.
I was using the Force.
he was retweeting, tagging people in every Star Wars fucking Twitter thing. Please vote for Oh my god.
It worked. It worked. It got to the quarterfinal. So
it worked.
Desperation is a stinky cologne, Jeremy.
It worked till it didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't desperate.
No, the only thing that made Footloose a good movie is if fucking Kevin Bacon slipped on the banana peel. That's it. That movie was fucking garbage.
All right.
Fuck you.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981 versus Rain Man, 1988.
Raiders all day.
So,
Raiders.
Rain Man actually won on Facebook by 67% of the votes. However, Raiders whooped his ass on Twitter by 80%. By 80% of the votes.
Because it's Raiders.
It won by 56% of the votes.
Because it melts your face off. It's Raiders.
Yeah, that's the original.
All right.
That's a tough one.
And then they do an awesome fucking South Park episode about fucking George Lucas and Steven Spielberg fucking Harrison Ford.
I remember that.
The Princess Bride, 1987 versus Big Trouble in Little China, 1986.
I never seen Big Trouble in Little China, but I would fucking hope that wins.
Fuck you!
You would be wrong.
It's Princess Bride, man. Princess Bride got this.
Princess Bride wins by 73% of the votes.
Yeah, I know it did. Fuck Princess
And
Bride.
Big Trouble in Little China is a good movie, but it's Princess Bride all day, and you're a loser.
It's inconceivable.
Pirate Roberts.
It's inconceivable it went on this far. It's inconceivable.
Your face is inconceivable. Shut up.
Come for me, girl. Come for me.
Inconceivable.
You love my beard.
I'm just jealous because I'm not allowed to grow one right now.
It feels good in those thighs. Trust me.
All right. Anyway, so Die Hard versus Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Ooh.
Die Hard wins by 66% of the votes.
I respect that.
See that.
I respect it. I mean,
yeah.
Who want to make Jeremy mad? Me. Okay, so you have the Terminator 1984 versus Who Framed Roger Rabbit 1988.
It better fucking be Roger Rabbit.
It's
definitely Roger Rabbit.
He wants to piss me off. It's Roger Rabbit.
On Twitter, Terminator wins by 58% of the votes.
As it should. As it should.
No, it should not.
On Facebook, Who Framed Roger Rabbit wins by 65% of the votes.
Damn kids in their nostalgia. Damn kids.
No, the first Terminator is garbage.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit wins by 53% of the vote.
Garbage is better than fucking Roger Rabbit.
Right.
I'd rather get a vasectomy than watch Roger Rabbit.
I'd smash.
That's
what the fuck?
All right. So
wow.
Here's the only 0.5. All right, only 0.5 of the show. Oh, and that's Emily says that, so I got to that. All right.
Thank you,
So,
Emily.
Of course, you says that. Of course.
All right. So the only 0.5 of the round 3, you have Airplane 1980 versus Trading Places 1983.
Trading Places.
Airplane won on Twitter by 50% of the votes.
You haven't got used to this shit yet? What the hell, Amanda?
However, on Facebook, Trading Places wins by 54% of the votes, which means that it won by 50.5% of the votes.
Yeah. It's respectable either way.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to make Jeremy happy.
Oh. Amanda got enough margaritas here?
Stand By Me, 1986, versus The Batman, 1989.
Stand By Me.
And Stand By Me wins by 56% of the vote.
Oh, I so did Jig when this happened in my car.
All right.
Those are both great movies. That's a tough matchup.
I did the bad dance when that. I did the bad dance when that lost.
I support that win.
You got The Goonies, 1985, versus The Blues Brothers, 1980.
Blues Brothers all day. Blues Brothers all day.
On Twitter, The Blues Brothers win by 57% of the votes. On Facebook, The Blues Brothers lost because The Goonies wins by 69% of the votes, which means that The Goonies wins by 56% of the votes.
That's why Twitter's better. It's the older, more respectable folk, not the dumbass kids of the next generations.
No,
the children are
fucked up ass voting. Get the fuck out of here.
The children
never say the shittiest voting. Yeah.
The children are not our future. That's all I'm saying. The children are not our future.
No, Goonies.
Gotta hope not, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 1987, versus Beetlejuice, 1988.
Oh, Beetlejuice. You're Beetlejuice.
On Twitter, PTA wins by 52% of the votes.
Ooh.
Wow.
See, Twitter's stupid.
On Facebook, Beetlejuice wins by 86%.
Oh, shit.
Murder.
Beetlejuice got hands.
No, Beetlejuice
Total, Beetlejuice wins by 67% of the votes.
Yes.
Yeah, I respect it either. I would respect it either way because it's PTA.
I wouldn't.
I will say, I say at least once a week. He's drunk. How would he know where we're going?
What, your husband?
No.
Yeah.
Short Circuit, 1986, versus The Breakfast Club, 1985.
Don't carry the
Breakfast
way.
Club.
Don't carry the way.
Short Circuit.
The Breakfast Club wins by 71% of the votes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Goddamn whiny teens.
No, The Breakfast Club is no.
Dre loves The Breakfast Club. What are you talking
I
about?
love it. I will keep saying that The Breakfast Club is one of the most perfect movies of all time.
Yes, Jeremy, shut up.
Yeah.
It has a dancing montage. It's got everything you need.
Have you not seen?
Almost as good as the
It
Princess
doesn't have
Bride.
black people in it.
Have you not seen 10-10-2?
Outside of that,
I agree with you.
outside of CJ,
Thank
outside
you.
of CJ, because there's no black people in it. But again, they're in the white town though, so I wasn't expecting to put black people in it. So it is what it is. But God's truth, outside of that, it's the most perfect movie of all time. One of the most perfect movies of all time.
But
Yeah, it's a
CJ,
made-up town.
I
Only white people in it.
I agree with. Well, it's Indiana, where John Hughes is from, and every single fucking town looks like John Hughes town. But
Yeah.
I agree with you because I can't imagine what it's like to grow up and not see people that look like me in movies. if I put that aside, which I have the privilege to do, then I think that movies like The Breakfast Club and 16 Candles and whatever are great movies.
Oh, see, no. You don't put Breakfast Club and 16 Candles in the same sentence.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do not. Anyway, listen. Last matchup of round 3. Got the Never Ending Story, 1984, versus Beverly Hills Cop, 1984.
I think Never Ending Story is about to end.
Cop.
Never Ending Story.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop about to blow it away.
Womp womp.
71% of the votes went to Beverly Hills Cop.
Yep.
That big white dragon can just die.
Falcor?
Hey, I love Falcor. I wish I had me a Falcor. You fucking people up.
You're too fat, Peter. I can't keep going. Wee!
I just don't want my horse to sink and die in the swamp of sorrows.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so sad.
So
that like a couple movies that just will make you cry no matter what. Never Ending Story and The Iron Giant.
and
Avengers Endgame.
Okay, so
oh wow.
round 4, you start having buys, and what I did was, if you have the highest,
sounds like a fun party.
The highest ranking movie gets a buy. So Back to the Future has a buy. Okay, so one of them. So Back to the Future has a buy. It go on that go on to the.
And his name is Doc Brown.
All right, so you got Ghostbusters versus Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Ghostbusters all fucking day. Finally, Rabbit dies. Finally, the rabbit
This
gets
is one I
eaten.
couldn't even vote for. Yeah, I was like, I can't be the reason why either one of these loses.
It's Ghostbusters.
I could. Ghostbusters. It was like a 1 second decision. Less than that even.
Ghostbusters wins by 73% of the votes.
As it fucking should.
That feels a little bit high.
That is high.
It does.
No.
Yeah,
That's low.
I agree.
That's low. That should be like 95%.
That's higher. That's higher than my wife after 10 p.m.
Listen.
Steve!
I'm going to say something that's fucked up, but Who Framed Roger Rabbit should have won.
No.
No.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit should have won to me.
Bill Murray's not gonna smoke with you now.
I don't give a fuck. Listen, I'll and I'll shoot his ass. Listen, Who Framed Roger Rabbit should have won this, up to me, personally. But it is what it is. Ghostbusters win. I'm not mad at Ghostbusters winning.
I also feel like
But
Stripes
it should have been
probably
close.
should have been in this bracket.
Stripes should have absolutely been in this bracket.
Listen, y'all can tell
It
me.
would have got wrecked, but
Yeah, y'all can tell
Right
me
there.
what movie.
Write the website that made this list.
Jack.
Write the
All
website
right.
that made this list.
Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back versus Trading Places, 1983.
Not even a contest. Not even a fucking
Trading
contest.
Ooh, Trading Places.
Star Wars, Empire, and I know they win.
I love
know
Star
it-
Wars, but Trading Places is a better movie.
I'm only a
What?
casual Star Wars fan, but I think I still probably pick the Star Wars movie here.
It's
Wow.
Empire. The
On Facebook, it's a 50-50 split.
Oh.
On Facebook, it's a 50-50 split. However, because this is when Germany started asking people for votes. Star Wars wins by 63% of the votes.
I'm a marketer and I'm a
Sorry.
strategist.
That's a
On Twitter.
solicitation.
On Twitter,
Collusion.
so
Illusion.
Star Wars wins by 56% of the votes.
Because I know how to market shit. That's what I do. That's what my podcast is seed. So,
Okay.
I
It's
call it bad
Empire.
movement.
which most people consider Empire the best Star Wars movie. I don't, but
Yeah, I don't
people
either.
do.
Return of the Jedi.
Thank you. And it's still a loss in like the freaking second round. Like what the fuck,
Because it went against a great movie, though. I understand that one.
dude?
All right.
Return of the Jabba Palace scene, Return of the Jedi is one of the best scenes in history of movies. Like that scene is fucking incredible. So much spy work and undercoverness. Like it's awesome.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you got Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, versus Beetlejuice, 1988.
I forget who won, but I'm not mad either way.
On Facebook, Beetlejuice wins by 55% of the votes.
Beetlejuice.
However, though, On Twitter, it lost by 71% of the votes.
Oh
Which means
man.
that Raiders wins by 63% of the votes.
I do feel like Raiders is the best of the Indiana Jones movies.
Oh.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. The original one was the best one. Before they start putting his name on them.
I can't wait for the new one.
Here's.
Oh, you got problems.
Is Harrison Ford going to be in a wheelchair?
Yep.
Like
No. Oh, honey, Harrison Ford can still fuck.
Oh, I'd smash, but I'm just saying. He can't.
What are y'all doing here?
Okay,
Is that how all you girls think about?
Right?
No, Roger Rabbit died and he's in the pot where he belongs.
No,
He's getting cooked. He's getting cooked so I can eat his ass.
Emily, Roger Rabbit lost to Ghostbusters by 73% of the votes.
As it should have.
All right. So
Agreed.
here's a nightmare scenario for Jeremy.
Sorry.
Yes.
You got The Princess Bride, 1987, or The Breakfast Club, 1985.
Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club. Everything's better than Princess Bride, so Breakfast Club.
Princess Bride.
And that, sir, is where you're
Princess
wrong.
Bride.
The Princess Bride wins by 58% of the vote. Now,
Yes.
no, I'm not even mad at this because it's actually close, and Princess Bride is actually a good movie.
About as
Breakfast
close
Club
as either of those as being a good movie, but yeah.
It's actually a
Will
good
you shut up?
movie.
Love it.
All right. Die Hard versus Beverly Hills Cop.
Die Hard.
Oof.
It should be Die Hard.
Beverly Hills Cop.
I don't know.
I forget who won. It's been like a month.
I honestly, I think this is one of the ones that I just refused to vote on because I just couldn't pick.
I think this one was for me too.
Yeah, Die Hard wins by 56% of the votes.
I vote for Die Hard.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty close.
I mean,
there's so many in this round that I just couldn't.
You start getting into just cutting heads. I mean, it just you're like,
Yeah.
just wow, we're killing amazing films now.
Here's the last round in this movie.
you think you're a cowboy, Mr. McLean?
Here's the last matchup. You have Stand By Me, 1986, versus The Goonies, 1985.
Stand by me because Goonies finally fucking died. Thank God. Someone fucking shake truck.
God damn it.
So on Twitter, it was a 50-50 split on Twitter. And I'm pretty sure this is one that had like over 1,000 votes, actually. It was a 50-50 split.
Oh, you don't know my hate.
The Goonies wins by 55% of the votes.
I remember I wrote like, an explanation about how you have the Corey what is it, Corey Feldman in both movies.
No.
There was like all this stuff that was similar about the two, and I think I did pick Goonies.
The Goonies win by 55% of the votes.
Bullshit.
Now we got the quarterfinals, and I still need a bye. So the next level, the next rank, I didn't want to play Back to the Future again. So Ghostbusters has a bye for this round. All right.
As it should.
So we have Back to the Future versus the Goonies.
Yes.
And the Goonies finally said die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely died on this one. 62% of the votes went to Back to the Future.
Yeah, it's Back to the Future.
They all got eaten by that fucking troll looking motherfucker.
Here's what makes me happy. Here's what makes me happy.
Yeah.
Die Hard. No, sorry. Yeah, Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strike Back versus Die Hard, 1988.
Yeah.
And goodbye Star Wars.
Even my force abilities couldn't save this one though. I believe it was fucking close as hell.
So on Twitter,
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
on Twitter, 58% of the votes went to Star Wars. Congratulations. On Facebook, 65% of the votes went to Die Hard.
Fucking
That
good.
means that 53% of the votes went to Die Hard. Good job.
Yeah, that one
Facebook.
was pretty close.
Good job.
Yeah, that's pretty close. I love Star Wars. Even I knew fucking Die Hard was going to take this one.
So
I did too. I was just trying my
quick
best
story.
to get it to go.
Quick story. When I started doing this, and I got some help from a lot of people that do brackets on on Twitter. And one guy said, "Yeah, we did this bracket before, and we left Die Hard, we left Star Wars off because everybody's gonna pick Star Wars." I said, "Why?" I said, "Why?"
Because the amazing movie's yours.
So listen. If Star Wars that amazing, it should have won the whole thing. It did not. So fuck you, Jeremy, and fuck the podcast.
Motherfucker, I am taking you.
Jeremy.
I am taking you to Star Wars Celebration in Florida next year, and I'm going to make you say that in the fucking middle of the crowd.
You want to bet? Listen. I know that I'm better. I'm faster than most people be on there, so I'll say it.
I can most people can, man.
You live in Oregon. I'll get some damn Bigfoot to get you.
Oh no! Did you have to say that again?
Star Wars is not the end all be all of anything. I am sorry, but I am not fucking sorry. If you like Star Wars, good for you, but Star Wars is not the shit.
Star Wars and Marvel are the two greatest things to happen in this world.
I respectfully disagree.
They make putting up with this fucking government and this world such a better thing.
I feel like John Moses Browning might be one of the best things that ever happened to this world.
I don't know who that is.
The guy that invented the M2 machine gun.
Nice.
Okay.
So, what about the person who
I
invented
feel like
wine?
Reese Witherspoon is the best thing to happen to this world.
I like Reese without her spoon.
She's got a nice ass.
Yeah.
She got a nice ass.
Okay, last matchup.
It looks like Amanda switched to wine.
Oh.
Fuck the margaritas.
She did. Thank you.
Next matchup would make me happy. We got Raiders of the Lost Ark versus the Princess Bride.
Raiders all day should be.
Princess Bride.
And that's about the time that Indiana Jones couldn't find whatever he was looking for.
Yeah. A six-fingered man couldn't
He
find
already
it.
had it.
59% of the votes went to Raiders on Twitter. 80% of the votes went to Princess Bride.
Yeah, they did. Woo!
Oh, yeah. My name is Nico Montoya.
Goddamn nostalgic fucking kids on Facebook.
No, it's you.
You just said that about Twitter.
I'm one of those old men on Facebook that are like, vote.
You said that about Twitter 20 minutes ago, bro.
Like, Grandpa, get out of the barn and play in the hay.
Back in my day.
No, I said Twitter is for sophisticated adults.
So, we're at the semifinals. That means we have the final four.
Ooh.
Okay? Which, congrats, guys. We cut the show down for 2 hours. It was great.
I appreciate you.
I'm so happy.
All right.
I do want to smoke a cig, so that works.
Okay, so final four time. First matchup, we have Ghostbusters versus Die Hard.
Ghostbusters. It's got to be Ghostbusters.
I'd rather watch Bill Murray
I'm Ghostbusters as well.
I'd rather watch Bill Murray try to get laid.
Okay.
PJ?
However, CJ, you want to pick?
PJ.
What?
You want to pick?
Oh, I said I didn't pick for this one.
Pick now.
Pick one.
I don't want to pick one.
Go ahead, pick one.
Whichever one wins, I'm cool with. I'm not trying to pick. Yeah,
CJ, when a Syrian god asks you to pick a movie, you pick a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't see that bitch.
The people
there is no CJ, only Zool.
When the golden goddess says pick a movie, you pick a movie.
And freaking Amanda just said it, so pick one.
Man.
She's my goddess.
So, for the people that pick Ghostbusters, you are all wrong.
But still won.
Die Hard wins by 56% of the votes.
I remember the opposite way.
See, I win either way.
Are you fucking with the votes? With the vote?
I am not.
Wrong.
I am with CJ. I can go either way. No matter what.
Wrong.
Because if I was gonna fuck with the votes, it'll be in this next one. But
I am happy about this next one. I'm happy about this next one.
If I was gonna cheat, it'd be in this matchup.
And listen. You know how hard I work on this.
Thank you, Emily.
For me to cheat, for this, I'm about not working hard on this shit. I'm not gonna cheat. I mean, whatever happens. It's y'all bullshit. Not y'all, but y'all bullshit.
We're not mad at you, Dre. I'm just saying.
I contribute to the bullshit on Facebook more than I do on Twitter.
So
I contribute to the bullshit 150%.
So, next matchup in the semifinals
Whatever.
is The Princess Bride versus Back to the Future.
Oh, this shit, man.
Back to the Future.
Princess Bride
As soon
should've won
as,
this.
as soon as I saw this matchup, I was like, "Oh, finally!"
For me,
Jeremy.
it is
This-
Princess Bride. I do love me some Back to the Future. It takes me back to my Blockbuster card, and here's a 10 from mom or dad. Riding my bicycle to the video store,
Mhm.
and I was often picking up either Back to the Future to watch it the 300th time, or The Princess Bride to watch it the 300th time. I love both of these movies. I think I like The Princess Bride just a little bit more.
Agreed.
But I'm not mad at either of these that win.
So, on Facebook, The Princess Bride wins by 51% of the votes. On Twitter, Back to the Future wins by 60% of the votes.
As it fucking should.
Which
You're
means
way
that
too happy
Back
about
to the
this.
Future, which means that Back to the Future wins by 54% of the votes.
At least it was close.
As
I'm
I said,
not mad.
as I said on Mortal Kombat like a week or two ago, I mean, Back to the Future is Stranger Danger, but still, it's a damn good movie. Because
Back to the Future is very like you
Stranger
can't-
Danger.
So Back to the Future is like Karate Kid. You can't make that movie today. You cannot have an old
Because
man
it's about-
and a high school kid
yeah,
be BFFs. Like you just can't do it.
it's about grooming.
Rick
It's
and Morty.
Oh well,
Right?
that's drunk grooming.
Okay. So,
Damn it. All
we're at
right.
the finals. We're at the finals. We got number 1, Back to the Future, versus number 12, Die Hard. Now, before I get into this, I'd like to say this, though. In a superhero tournament, number 1 did not win at all.
What was number 1 again?
Number 1 was... What was number 1? Number 1 was Watchmen, for some reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, number 1 was something that didn't make any sense to people.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah, it should've been
superheroes. That was
in-game.
weird.
Because Watchmen says so much about society.
In our next tournament, number 1 is not going to win because number 1 actually lost in the first round, which is
I believe it.
Moonlight. Moonlight lost in the first round to do.
That was a damn good movie too, though. That was a damn good movie.
Yeah.
So
Nothing like getting a hand job on a beach.
So I don't think number 1 was going to win this whole thing. Now for the '90s movies, maybe because Pulp Fiction is.
Pulp Fiction is not winning.
It's not going to
No,
win.
I don't think it
it's
wins.
Not at all.
Phantom Menace is gonna win.
It has.
No, are you?
Pulp Fiction is good.
Ew.
Pulp Fiction is good, but I don't even think it's the best Quentin Tarantino movie, let alone
Pulp
the best
Fiction's
movie
not
of the
winning, but
90s.
neither is Phantom.
Wait a
Right?
minute. Amanda, you ready for this?
Okay.
Never seen Pulp Fiction.
Me?
No, I've never seen Pulp Fiction.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
fucking god!
I was ready for that.
Wow.
All right. Okay. So
I'll
So
get there.
we got number 1 Back to the Future versus number 12 Die Hard. This is number
Back to
1
the
versus
Future.
number 12.
Back to the Future all fucking day. Marty McMotherfucking fly.
CJ, I need you to answer this one.
All right, what was the other one?
This
Back
shit
to
is
the
heavy.
Future versus Die Hard.
Die Hard. I already know who wins. That's supposed to Die Hard.
Better die hard than die
Back to
soft.
the Future.
I like Biff Tannen.
I love Die Hard.
in
but-
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
you gotta die hard. You can't die soft. That's all I'm saying.
On Twitter, Back to the Future wins by 54% of the votes.
As it should. It should be that close. It's
It was
perfect.
close. It was close. However,
God damn it!
The Princess Bride snuck up and won the whole thing.
Princess Bride got fucked in her ass and by a 6-figure man thrown out the window.
if a movie can bend somebody over their knee, Back to the Future would have did it to Die Hard because on Facebook it won by 85% of the votes. So Back to the Future wins by 69%.
Yes. By 69, our favorite number, Amanda.
Yes.
Doc Brown got
So-
hands.
So
Oh,
according
look at
Favorite
that.
to
man.
according to our calculations from Facebook and Twitter, and whoever everybody that voted, Back to the Future wins is the best movie of the 80s.
I agree. I could agree with that.
I mean, but I'm curious too if a lot of like Michael J. Fox's, current health struggles and just kind of how his life's been documented since, those movies and since he did, a lot of TV shows and stuff like that. He's brought a lot of attention to Parkinson's, and he's done a lot of really great volunteer work and his foundation and stuff. Does a lot of funding. It pays for a lot of treatment for a lot of people. I kind of wonder if a lot of us look at that and go, man, Michael J. Fox is actually a really good dude.
Oh, he's an amazing dude.
And that kind of skews all of our view and go, yeah, that's a really good movie.
No, Back to the Future's better than Die Hard.
I don't think so. Okay, so Dwayne, I will give you that depending on the demographic, because for me, somebody my age, Back to the Future is just I'm like Family Ties, Back to the Future, Doc Hollywood. Like, I don't take into account all the stuff he's done since, even though that stuff is important. I think it depends on the demographic, because for me, that didn't have a input into how I voted.
It definitely takes me back to going to Pizza Hut and getting those little stupid ass little pan pizzas, and begging my parents for quarters to go play the stand-up video games. It reminds me of a time in my life that was pretty simple, and it was just enjoyable. So
I will send you guys some pictures. But so my husband, Back to the Future, is his favorite movie of all time. And so in 2015, when the whole thing was supposed to happen, I threw him this whole party and I made all these posters and did the dehydrated pizzas and all this stuff, and made a cake with, welcome out of jail or whatever.
And the Cubs almost won the World Series.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying, but I think it just depends on the people that voted. I hope people didn't vote based on, his.
It's Back to the Future.
It's Back to the Future. It's a fucking amazing movie.
It's one of the best. It is the best movie of the 80s. I mean, if Star Wars isn't going to win, then yeah, it's the best movie of the 80s.
We also catch a lot of people that vote because they dislike the other movie as well. And there's a lot of people out there that get really pissed when you call Die Hard like a Christmas movie, and they will vote against it just because.
Well, they're stupid.
It is a Christmas movie.
There's a lot of assholes out there.
It's absolutely a Christmas movie.
I never saw Die Hard until 3 months ago, but it's a fucking amazing movie. I loved it, but Back to the Future's better.
All right.
I mean, I saw the Cleveland show version 10 years ago, but
you should have won.
If you ask me personally, Back to the Future isn't the best movie of the 80s, but I'm not mad that it won this tournament. So
Caddyshack's better too, but
yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, listen. All right. So thank y'all for voting for the 80s movies. We are now almost done the black movies, and next time we will have Harvey, that's on the Bracket Bastard podcast, and 2 other podcasts as well.
Harvey.
Right now we're on the 4th round. Black Panther did get a bye. Friday did beat Major Pain.
Yep.
Thank God.
Thank God.
What?
Bye, Felicia.
Screw all y'all. I can tell people that when you say somebody, we tell somebody bye Felicia, it means bye crackhead. Just want to let everybody know that that's what that means. Bye crackhead.
It's fine to say that to Major Pain.
Yeah. Nah, my brother's fiance is named Felicia, so I use that phrase a lot.
Yeah, but there's nobody named Felicia in this whole thing. I'm just letting everybody know because Kim hates. Listen, my God, Kim hates that shit with a passion. Like she does. Don't call her.
Sorry, Kim.
Anyway,
I say bye to Felicia a
lot. Glory.
Yeah, I know people do that too. That's annoying.
Glory beat Harlem Nights.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit right there. Harlem Nights should have won.
It's hard. It's so hard.
Which means that Glory will face the Black Panther in the next round.
And it will lose to Black Panther.
Bye, Glory.
Amazing.
That's a tough matchup.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
Friday's in the next round. And to end out the 4th round, you still have Boys in the Hood versus Malcolm X, Menace to Society versus Ray, Lean on Me versus Coming to America, and the 5 Heartbeats versus Bad Boys.
I see Bad Boys are Friday winning. I'm saying it. The whole tournament I'm talking about. The whole.
I
Tournament.
could honestly see 5 Heartbeats winning the whole thing.
I think
Okay, Harvey. Okay, Harvey.
Final two.
Yeah, Harvey not think the same on most things. He doesn't think that Bad Boys is actually a black movie because it only has 2 black people in it.
And
Bad
because
Boys-
it's Will Smith.
I'm with that.
Howard though, I can understand that, but we'll get to that next time.
But it's
Yeah, I
2
promise.
black leads. They're
It
the
doesn't-
lead characters.
So,
Listen to part of my fandom in a couple weeks.
So, God is true. The lead character argument I don't like because Sister Act only had 1 black person, and she's the lead character. She's the lead character, but she's only 1 black person in it.
I don't see
Definitely
Sister Act as a black movie.
Yeah, and it beat the Wiz, which I'm pissed off.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
fucking
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit right there. That's bullshit.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm all for Michael Jackson dancing down the Yellow Brick Road.
Anyway, so our next tournament is 90s movies, and everybody's a little more excited about that for 90s movies. Okay, so I'm not gonna say all of them, but I'm gonna go down a list of
I'm
some
pumped.
movies. Okay,
This
so
is where you need Jancy. Just saying.
the playing games we have Kids versus Basic Instinct. Now,
Oh Lord.
listen, I can tell people say,
Never
"Oh,
seen
what's
either.
Kids?" Listen, you don't watch Kids with kids. I know.
Oh God, no. God,
That
no.
is
I've
not
watched
a child-friendly film.
It is not.
That's not an adult-friendly film. That movie fucked.
That movie is fucked up on the pack. So
Yo
You
got
know
these digs?
Yeah, well, I'll be getting started on that since I finish all the black movies.
This
dick,
motherfucker.
it's not a bad movie, but you don't watch with kids at all. All right, so listen, you got Kid versus Basic Instincts. You got Poetic Justice versus Half Baked. Those are playing games. I announced Pulp Fiction #1, but it's going to get Sleepless in Seattle. Men in Black versus Titanic.
Men in Black better win that shit. Men in Black better win that shit.
Jurassic Park versus Demolition Man. Thelma and Louise versus The Crow or El Crowley.
El Crow. How can you never find the American one? Never.
You got to use that forever now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my heart probably used that one too. All right, you have which to me one of the most fucked up movies in this list. You got Schindler's List versus American History X.
Dude, that's two fucked up movies.
Christ!
2 fucked up movies.
What?
Bro.
Those are 2 fucked up movies against each other.
Wow.
2 fucking KKK type movies against each other. Like,
As the resident Jew, I have to pick Schindler's List on there.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd rather watch Schindler's List.
Can't make it past anything, even though
I'd rather watch Schindler's List than a dude getting fucked in the showers.
Or curb stomp on the curb.
I will say, I will say from a perspective,
that is the worst scene in cinematic history.
Oh my, it is. Dwayne, thank you.
It makes my
fucking agree.
Have you not seen Hostel? Like that's nothing.
No,
but that
it's
just
still
the
worse
way
than
they
Hostel.
filmed
It's
that
worse.
scene. I mean, it makes my teeth hurt thinking about it.
We got Clueless versus Nightmare Before Christmas. You have Scream versus Dazed and Confused. You have Rushmore versus There's Something About Mary.
Ooh, that's easy.
Cooler if you did.
You have Braveheart versus Boys in the Hood. You have Aladdin versus Fargo. Casino versus Mortal Kombat. Home Alone versus Good Will Hunting.
Easy.
Sister Act versus Silence of the Lambs.
Easy.
American Beauty versus Heat.
Bullshit.
I gotta watch those.
That's gonna be interesting.
They're both amazing.
Heat
That's
all
bullshit.
day. That's so good.
William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet versus Office Space.
That's the one with DiCaprio in it, right?
Yeah.
Office Space all fucking day.
What? Oh.
So.
I made Drake cover his mouth. Oh my god.
I actually agree, and only because
Where's my
Office
stapler?
Space holds a special place in my life. We used to watch that on active duty because it is like being on active duty. It like just the stupidity of Office Space is the barracks. It really is.
Like PC load litter?
I
What the
agree.
fuck does that mean?
That's
Every fucking day of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I love
What
Office
is the
Space.
fucking paper jam? Like I
Your favorite jam.
I love Office Space. I do. I swear to God, I do. I love Office Space. But to me, and it's a hot take, Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet is Leonardo DiCaprio's best movie.
It very well could be.
Hands down, it's the best movie.
Catch Me If You Can. Better.
You never seen it.
What?
Watch it first.
Dude, I watched that.
Not comparable.
I watched that shit. I watched that shit in English class like back in 10th grade. Like I know what it is.
Anyway, okay, so
my young teacher is the hot for Leos.
You got American Pie versus Mrs. Doubtfire.
Ooh, fuck that matchup. Fuck that matchup.
You have House Party versus Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
The animated one or the live action one?
Animated.
90s. 90s. It's 90s.
90s, bro.
You have Edward Scissorhand versus Army of Darkness.
And I'm not good scissoring, so.
You have the Truman Show versus Forrest Gump.
Oh, Forrest Gump. It's Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Come on. It's fucking Forrest Gump.
The Truman Show is really good, though, too.
Listen.
I think it's going to be close.
Forrest Gump, my second favorite movie of all time. I know word for word.
I know.
However,
Jenny's a hoe.
I will. That's true, too.
Dre, I'm going to send you my episode in 2 days.
I won't be mad if it loses to Truman Show. Truman Show is my favorite Jim Carrey movie of all time. Hands down.
Dude.
I don't think there's a better movie that Jim Carrey was in.
I love you, Philip Morris.
Acting
Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber.
Acting wise?
Yes.
I love you, Philip Morris.
To play that dumber character is amazing acting ability.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep going.
I don't know.
I'm gonna keep going. You got Reservoir Dogs versus Face Off.
Ooh.
You have Liar Liar versus Galaxy Quest, which is another Jim Carrey.
Galaxy Quest.
Those are both good movies. Hilarious.
You have Trainspotting versus Total Recall.
Never seen Trainspotting. We talked about that last night, Amanda.
Yes, we did, and it's amazing.
And
that's another one of those movies
right.
that you'd watch and you're like, oh, that's okay.
We did top 5 Ewan McGregor movies last night.
Movies, and we talked about that.
With Chansey. DeAndre's bet Chansey.
We have the last two. We have The Fifth Element versus Dumb and Dumber, like somebody said.
Dumb and Dumber, fucking all day. Dumb and Dumber.
Fuck that. Fifth Element.
Over The Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Fifth Element.
Multipass.
Fifth Element just lost first round of fucking space movies bracket on Breakin. So, and it's not coming out for a long time, so it's be up at first anyway. So,
if Dumb and Dumber beats Fifth Element, I'm done tournaments. Y'all can do
Dumb and Dumber is incredible.
It's Jeff Daniels. It's Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey, their best movie ever together. Like, it's hilarious.
It's better than
their own movie together, isn't it?
How many movies did Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey do together?
3.
2.
But I think they made
so it's not hard to make that the best one.
I think they made. I meant their solo movies too.
All right. What's next, Jerry?
Last one, which should be the closest one to me. To me, it's the closest one. It's 50 versus 51. It's The Sixth Sense versus The Fugitive.
Ooh,
baby.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh,
wait a minute.
It was the one-armed man.
6-armed sense versus what?
It's The Sixth Sense versus The Fugitive. Tommy Lee Jones. I would check every doghouse, chicken coop.
I just watched both.
Every doghouse.
Seriously, I've watched both these movies for the first time in the last 4 months.
Yeah.
So
they're both great movies.
Fugitive all day.
As soon as we get done the black movies, we're gonna take a day off, and then we're gonna get to the 90s movies. Thank you all for voting. Thank you all for listening. This probably I'm probably edit this off. This probably a 2-part series today because it's only 2 hours 20 minutes. Yay! So
we did it.
So thank you all for coming out, listening, watching, whatever you're doing. My name is DeAndre Robinson, and thank you to my panel for doing this. I know they are excited for other. Oh, I'm gonna cut this out as well. We erase everything I just said. So we're doing black movies right now. Next movie is negative movies. So I want to say the other 23 we're going to do that I already have on the slate already. If you have more tournaments that you want us to do, please let us know. and we will definitely do it. It probably will be a very long time before we do it, but we definitely do it. Okay, so we're doing black movies now. You have 90s movies next. You have rom-coms after that. Around that, after rom-coms, it should be October. So we're doing horror movies.
Yes.
After that, we're doing hip-hop songs. After that, we're doing action movies. After that, we're doing sitcoms.
Yep.
After that, we're doing cartoons.
Yep.
After that, we're doing video games, and then a special request from the panel. We're doing everybody picks a top 16 movie, and we're doing the top 80 of our favorite movies.
So we're booked out to like February, in case anybody's wondering.
I counted March, but
throw some shit out there for the people.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to jump in a chat about that 16 though, because what if some of us pick the same movie?
Then someone else. Let's pick someone else.
Same as Bracket First come, first serve.
No, same as Bracket Master rules. The person who picked the movie second gets to change their pick.
No.
No, we do it like simplest rules where they equal out.
Let's say either that, or does that just seat it higher because it has more than one vote?
And I like that idea as well, but I'm not gonna lie. I like battling. I like CJ's rule. First come, first serve. So if y'all want to put that 16 now, you can. But first come, first serve. First come, first.
Oh, Dwayne's in trouble.
First come, first serve. All right. With that being said, I want to thank everybody on the panel for coming, for doing this. I want to thank everybody for listening. Thank y'all for the votes. Please keep voting for black movies and then the next 90 movies. My name is DeAndre Robinson. These are my friends. Say goodbye, friends. Oh, it goes CJ Dwayne. It goes CJ Dwayne, Amanda, Jeremy.
Best for last.
Oh, wait, it's me?
Yep. All right, this is your boy CJ, and thank y'all for joining us. Can't wait to do the black movies.
And this is Dwayne, Mr. Technical Difficulties, evidently today. I believe my my Wi-Fi card and my computer has completely died, so we're finishing this guy out on my cell phone today. So hopefully I can get that sorted out soon.
Very nice. I'm Amanda, the host of the SIP list. I got into quickly. That's what I do. Hi, Dara. I love you. You're my new bestie. And everybody have a good night.
I'm Jeremy. I'm the ODB from Bracket Bastards and like 4 other shows. But check out Paranormal the Normal Facebook group and you'll see them all. I got in a little late tonight because of those shows. So, but still, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back should have won this whole fucking tournament. I will say that right now. But check me out on Twitter and Instagram as @JuggaloBastard. And check me out on the SIP list like 5 times by the time this episode comes out.
Okay. So with that being said, the last thing is fuck Star Wars. We out.